Okay, folks, we're back. We apologize. We had a quick camera, and it actually jammed all our computers right there. So we got it back up and running. We're just going to make sure, Tim, if I'm going to ask you to keep going right here for me, we're going to make sure that everything's out there so people can see it okay.
No problem. So Burgard's taking over about their own 30-yard line. Burgard led by quarterback Kyer Eaglin, the senior, also had a good year, 8 touchdowns throwing and a couple of rushing also.
Volume control. Is it too loud? Wow. So here, I did
and a nice run there by Lamar Hampton, who we talked about in the pregame. He is their go-to guy. You're going to hear his name quite a bit, and a good first run there for about 8 or 9 yards there up the right side.
Okay, folks, we're back. I apologize right there. We're trying to get everything back up and running. It looks like we are good. So, Tim, thanks so much for picking up for me right there. So we're going to have right now a 2nd down and 2 for Burgard right here. And it's going to be the handoff right there. Breaks it to the outside, gets hit. That's going to be, I don't even know if he made it back to the line of scrimmage. If he did, it's right at the line of scrimmage right there. And it looks like it was Hampton on the run.
Yeah, real nice job there by the Dunkirk defensive line. You know, I think in a game like this, you probably want to spy Hampton with at least one guy. Obviously, you know, of the amount of carries that Hampton has this season, he is about 70% of their offense. Everything's going to go through him. So a nice job there by the defense of Dunkirk, stopping him in the backfield, bringing up a 3rd and 2.
So big 3rd down for Burgard, right? They're going to stay in the shotgun right here. Here it goes, and there it is, back to Hampton. Hampton gets hit in the backfield, and I don't think he's got it. It looks like he's maybe gained a half yard right here. But we've got a 4th down right now with 9:25 and ticking inside the first quarter.
Yeah, it brings up about a 4th and 1. Looked like almost the same play as the 3rd down play. And an early decision here for Burgard, and looks like they're setting up the punt.
Which I think is a very smart decision. You're early in the game, right? Your defense just came up big. You've got to rely on that defense right now. So we're going to get set right now. There goes the snap. The punt is good. Nice kick right now. Lands at the 40-yard line. A little bit looks like it goes out of bounds at the 38-yard line. No, actually, where's he setting up right there? It looks like he set up the 41-yard line is where they're going to set this one up. And we've got a 1st and 10 right now for Dunkirk.
And, you know, I apologize, Tom, I was wrong earlier. It looks like they have number 23, Alex Alstrom, at quarterback. I didn't have any stats on him, so maybe a late season change. Maybe
well, Alex was the quarterback that was going to play a couple years ago. He didn't play last year because of baseball. That's his number one sport. Gotcha. Man, you got to see this kid play baseball. He's something. He's got a gun. He can hit. He's got power. He's got it all, I'll tell you that. And he's going to go under center right now, and he's going to hand that ball off right there. And there it is. It's a nice run. Gets about 6 on that one, and that was number 88, Teddy Roberts, on the run right there.
Yeah, so it looks like what they did is they put Alstrom at quarterback, and they moved DeJesus, number 10, to receiver. So, again, still keeping their athletes on the field, just shifting them around a little bit, Tom.
Receiver, he'll also run the ball to himself, right, because DeJesus was doing it from the quarterback position. So Alstrom's goes under center. It's going to be a handoff right there, and that handoff goes to number 7, Quantier Nealard. And Nealard looks like he's right at the 1st down marker right there. If anything, I think they're going to call for a measurement is what they're going to do.
And Nealard, another guy that we talked about in the pregame show, Tom, a junior who's trying to build up on his career here, had a great season with 971 yards, only 29 yards away. Just got 5 there, so a few yards away from a 1,000-yard season as a junior. I think you definitely take that for sure.
And that's a little bit what you and I talked about before the game started, right? Here's a junior. You got a chance to make a moment right here to say, I'm getting ready for that senior year that's out there.
Yeah, absolutely. And make a statement that's, I'm going to be back next year.
Yep.
And yes, we didn't have the season that we wanted to have, but I'm going to have 1,000 yards this year, and next year I'm going to be another handful that these teams have to deal with. And they want to make a statement. It looks like they did give him the first down.
They did. That's a first down. And they really had to look at that. He actually moved the flag right there to really see exactly where it was.
Yeah, the ref it looks like he's down on one knee.
Like
down there.
We can't see it because we're shielded by everybody right here. But, boy, it is a first down right here that they're going to give him. So Dunkirk right now, this is one of the first downs of the game that we've already seen, right?
The first. So.
And but we're sitting here, and you're seeing right now that that Dunkirk is being very effective right now running the ball, and that's where we're starting.
Yeah, and you see if you watch the trenches the last two plays, the offensive line for Dunkirk getting a little bit of a push on the defensive line of Burgard, and that's giving Nealer a chance to gain these 4 or 5 yards at a time.
So here we go. Alstrom right now back under center. And he's going to hand this one off to Nealer. Nealer's going to go right up the middle right there. Gets hit. It looks like it's going to be a 2-yard gain right there. Hampton, it looks like, in on the tackle.
Nealer plowing his way straight ahead. Short gain on the play.
And you mentioned earlier, Tom, about Hampton on the defensive side. The kid is all over the place. He's averaging, I don't have it in front of me, about 12 to 13 tackles a game. So, great football player, all-around player. And one of the things with Nealer, 7 yards a carry. I mean, that's a great season, Tom.
Mar have 115 tackles on the season. So look at that. So 115, he's got 9 games.
Yeah.
And that run right there will be for another 2-yard gain right there for Dunkirk. That we've got now a 3rd down and 6 here for Dunkirk. A big 3rd down play right here.
Yeah, so Hampton at 13 tackles a game. I mean, that's a season right there. 13 tackles a game. That you're in on almost every play then.
Which is what I said to him before the game. Like, this is a kid, when we talk about, like, that all-Western New York type player,
yep.
He's got the stats to back it up in a very tough division that's a B division. So Alstrom's going to take his team under center. It's going to be a handoff right now. Goes right up the gut right there by number 40, Adrian Montalvo, who goes right up the gut. And again, right at that first down marker.
Yep.
And it looks like it's going to be about a half-yard short.
Yeah, I think they were setting up the 3rd down play at 3rd and 6 to two plays to get 6 yards. I think they were in 4-down territory, so they got most of it right there. Look for a possible QB sneak because it looks just about less than a yard. They may even be measuring.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I wonder if they're going to look to measure this one right now. So they have stopped the clock right here, and they're looking, but no, it looks like they haven't motioned out there, so I think it's just going to stay right where it is. So it'll be down 4th and short, and you see is that 2 different running backs out there, 2 different styles, right? Nealer and then Montalvo, right? Montalvo's that bigger back that's out there, and then you've got right now Nealer right now with that speed.
Right.
You wonder if we're going to see something right up the gut, short handoff right here. It is. Alstrom's going to keep it right there, and he's going to get the first down and a couple yards more.
And the quarterback, number 23, Alex.
Yeah, it's kind of what I expected there, Tom. When it's less than a yard, it's really hard for the defense to stop that. I mean, in the NFL, I think the best one is Tom Brady, who can't run. He was a 40 and 6'2". But it's just timing and then picking your spot. When it's less than a yard, it's not that hard to do, and he did a really good job there. Number 23, the quarterback there. So good job by Alex Alstrom getting the first down.
And give the line credit, right? That push. Yes. You see the push by that line? That'll be able to help
Alstrom
be able to get that. Yep.
You got to get low and give him a chance to get the first down.
So Alstrom back under center looking to take. Oh, and that looks like it's going to be an offsides right there. It looked like Burgard had come offsides on the outside right there. Let's see what the call is, if they were drawn or not. And it is an offsides call against Burgard. So it'll now be a 5-yard penalty. Dunkirk will now be 1st and 5 right here.
Yeah, so, and the reason that, they stop the play there, a lot of times you see in the pros it's a free play. if the defensive player has a free hit on the offensive player, they blow the whistle dead. So that's what happened there.
Especially when it's a free hit on the quarterback.
Exactly,
There's no
right.
doubt about it. I know more and more we're trying to protect those quarterbacks as much as we can. So 1st down and 5 right now. Ahlstrom back under center. And that's going to be the handoff right there to Nealard. Nealard's going to go right up, stop. Looks like just short of the 1st down. Should be right now a 2nd down and 1. But you can just see right now Dunkirk taking those right 4 to 5 yards each time. And listen, I know what Coach is saying right there. I'll take 4 to 5 yards every single play that's out there, because all it's going to do is I'm going to control the time on the clock, and I'm going to be able to control getting 1st downs to be able to keep the ball just moving right down the field.
Right. So the early part of the game definitely favoring Dunkirk. They are winning the trench battle so far. With I think they have 3 first downs already and pushing it down the field with the run game.
So here we go. That handoff's going to go right up the middle again. And Burgard stops there after it looks like about a 3-yard gain right there. And that again was by number 40, Montalvo, on that one.
And you mentioned earlier, Tom, the difference, the 2 different runners. It's almost like a thunder and lightning type of game plan that they have. But both runners, you see at least two blue jerseys trying to bring these guys down. They don't go down with one player. You can't arm tackle these guys. So a really nice running combination that Dunkirk has here.
And don't forget it, they'll also run Roberts, too. You see him in the backfield. So here's the handoff. That's going to go to Nealard. Nealard looking to cut right up. He's stopped, though, after about a 2-yard gain. He's going to get right to the 20-yard line. They have now, Dunkirk, entered the red zone. And there's going to be a timeout called.
Yeah, it looks like
an injury out there.
That'll be a big blow. That's Hampton shook up a little bit. He was hobbling. He hopped a little bit, but he seems to be staying in the
No, there's somebody down on the field.
Oh, someone also down. Okay.
Yeah. That looks like a lineman that's down on the field right now. Unfortunately, we haven't seen the number at this point. Let's just hope he's okay. I know both teams right now have got some injuries that are out there and didn't be able to bring their entire team that was dressed. So we don't want to see any injuries out there for either one of these teams. But listen, they're tending to him. Why don't we take a quick break? We'll come back shortly, as right now it's 0-0 with 3:02 left inside the first quarter. Dunkirk driving in the red zone.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to. When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
I love being home.
Avoiding care can lead to worse problems. Don't delay care. We're here for you. Western New York Immediate Care provides quick, quality care for non-emergent injuries and illnesses. Go to WNYImmediatecare.com for more information.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
I love being home.
Avoiding care can lead to worse problems. Don't delay.
Okay, folks, we're back. Who got hurt was Sebastian de Gaulier. You may be able to see him. No, we can't see him in our screen, but they're trying to bring him back over right now to the bench, and it's a long walk for him, so we just hope he's okay. Like I said, our thoughts and prayers are with him. But right now we're going to go back. Alstrom, it looks like a busted play. Alstrom did not be able to hand off the ball there to Teddy Roberts, so Alstrom keeps it and still gains, it looks like, a yard or two on that one. But Alstrom at least make sure it's not a turnover right there and be able to hangs on to this.
Yeah, look, some miscommunication there between the quarterback and running back, and that's going to happen when you have a quarterback that doesn't have a lot of reps, at least according to the stats. We have doesn't look like he gets many reps here, so something new here. So just miscommunication, but it brings up a big third down here, Tom.
No doubt. We got a score over at South Park and West Seneca West as South Park leads 8-6 over West Seneca West. And Alstrom right now, he's looking to keep it. He's going to run it. He goes up the gut right there. Looked like he wanted to pass it and ended up turning it into a run. On the tackle, though, was number 55, Emmanuel Yemby.
And looks like he's just short again, Tom. So another big fourth down and maybe a yard, it looks like, Tom.
Yeah, it looks like about a yard is what it is on that one.
Fourth down coming up and another yard to go for the
So another tries to get another big stop right here. As you can see, Dunkirk comes up to the line. And they're going to call timeout right here. They're going to talk this one over. So, I mean, early on in this game, you can see this has been almost solely by it. Actually, we haven't seen a pass thrown. I think that could have possibly been an attempt right there.
There was one pass when we were having the technical difficulties.
So I apologize,
But so only one pass attempt thrown. So a big fourth down here. I look for Dunkirk maybe, try to draw them off sides, get the cheap first down. So I'm sure the Burgard coaching staff is telling them right now, watch the ball. Don't you don't want to give that up.
I wonder if that's what that just was.
It could have been
that.
Yeah,
I mean?
It could have been that. Yeah.
But like you said, is right now you've got to figure out how are we going to do this. There's a lot of ways they're going to go here, right? You're either talking about Alstrom again as a keeper. Do you go to Montalvo at this point? Or, again, you've got Nealard from farther behind. And then Roberts, too, in the backfield, right? Take a look at Roberts. So he's got multiple options here.
Yeah, I like Nealard in some space here. Try to give him the first.
And it's going to go to Roberts. Roberts is going to go right up the gut, and he's going to get it and more.
Strong run.
Great run there by Roberts. Like you said, strong run, fought for those extra yards right there. And that gives Dunkirk right now a first down.
Yeah, Ted Roberts, the sophomore, 5'11", 6 foot, 5'11", we're worried about there, 175 pounds. So another future, some future bright spots here for Dunkirk. Big first down. I think it's the fourth first down of this drive, and brings up, I believe, a first and goal now. So let's see what Dunkirk could do. Let's see if they can punch it in.
Two people in that backfield, right? Check that out. Two people in the backfield will be back next year.
Yeah.
That's what we talked about. So here we go. Alstrom takes his team under center. Here we go. There's the snap. This one's going to go to Nealard right now. Nealard fighting for every yard right there and more. It looked like the first one that was in on the tackle was number 44, Doug Washington was the first one, but you also saw number 69 on that one, Sam Palmer. Both guys going in for the tackle and make the stop so they could keep it inside.
Yeah.
It looks like, the 7-yard line it looks like we're at?
Yep. So and another good job by the defensive line of Burgard there. You see them; they're punching at the ball. They're trying to get a turnover here, and it looks like maybe another.
No, we're going to get the end of the quarter right here. Is what we're going to come up to. So the end of the first quarter right now, we've got Dunkirk 0, Burgard 0. Dunkirk right now in the red zone trying to score. Burgard trying to stop them. We'll take a quick break as we come back for the second quarter.
0-0.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
I love being home.
Avoiding care can lead to worse problems. Don't delay care. We're here for you. Western New York Immediate Care provides quick, quality care for non-emergent injuries and illnesses. Go to wnyImmediatecare.com for more information.
All right, folks, we are back here for the second quarter. Dunkirk driving, 2nd down and 7 right now, or 2nd and goal right here. Ahlstrom takes it. He's looking to keep it himself, trying to break it to the outside. He's tackled, though. That'll be a 3-yard loss. And on that tackle...
Who else, Tom? Who else?
No, I think this is number 9 on the tackle. Yeah, this is
Right.
number... Is it...
Oh, number 9, you're right.
Yeah, I think
Rashad
this is-
Abdullah?
yep,
Yeah.
Rashad, yep.
I apologize. It is hard to see. The numbers were pretty far away, so I apologize to anyone listening. It's tough to see some of the numbers here.
And
so.
also, Rashad's taller than
Yeah.
what Hampton is. That's how you could see that a little
Right.
bit right there. So we've got a 3rd down and 10 right here, or 3rd and goal right here. Ahlstrom back under center. And he's going to throw this one, and that one's going to go to the end zone, and that was caught. Touchdown, Dunkirk right there. And that touchdown's going to go to number 18. Is that who that one is?
I think it was 10. Was that Javier De Jesus?
You know, I don't have one, so it's got to be Javier. Yep, and it's tough to see in the shadows over there. But Javier De Jesus with the touchdown right there. A great grab right there in the end zone. And it looks like we've got a replay. And unfortunately, it didn't come through for us, so we apologize. So we're going to go right back. But it's De Jesus right there.
Yeah.
Big catch. He actually used his body to block the receiver. Block the defender right there.
Yep.
And does a great job of reeling that one in.
And a good job by Ahlstrom, throwing it where only De Jesus, could catch it. And De Jesus kind of does almost like a basketball block out, getting his body in front of the guy and, using his hands to go up and get it. So really nice 3rd down play and a big touchdown there for Dunkirk.
So big job right there. So we've got a 6-0 lead right now for Dunkirk. Let's see. It looks like they're going to go for 2.
Yeah, I didn't see any kickers warming up.
I didn't either. So, and Ahlstrom you're seeing going out on the field. So unless he's the holder right here. So he's joined by, right next to him is Nealard.
They have their offense
Right?
out there.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you can just see the same set that we've been seeing all game with the 3 running backs.
You want me to tell him to come by and pick up the money?
So here we go. Ahlstrom is back under center. He's going to hand it on. No, he's going to keep it. Looking to throw again. And he does. And that's complete right there for the 2-point conversion. Dunkirk now leads 8-0. And that was completed to number 88, Teddy Roberts right there. So Roberts also coming up big. Like, I'll tell you, if you think about it, right, the offense that we're talking about is Ahlstrom has done already something under center.
Right.
We've already seen Roberts' 2-point conversion plus a big 1st down that we've already saw. De Jesus we've already seen with the big touchdown play right there. And then don't forget about Nealard in the mix here. Nealard and also Montalvo.
Yep.
So the offense really showing that they can do some things early on for Dunkirk. So now Burgard, what's the answer from here?
Yeah, so, almost a picture-perfect drive, for Dunkirk. A bunch of 1st downs on the ground. Threw a couple passes in there, including the 2-point conversion. And Tom, that's one thing to remember though. The 2-point conversions on a low-scoring game, those are huge. Those are huge. So,
Special teams wins right there, right, buddy?
To complete that, that's just that's a big play right there. So let's see if the Burgard offense can answer. They got to get a 1st down in this game, so they need to get something going here quickly.
So we're looking at kickoff right now, kicking off. Javier De Jesus is kicking off right now. And there it goes. He gets this one out. This is going to be, through the hands right there of of Najee Starks, and that's going to go out of bounds, though. The question is, did he touch it?
It looks
and
like
it looks like he did.
yes.
So it did. You couldn't tell if it just went right through his hands or not. It did go through his hands out of bounds. So it's going to be a 1st and 10. It looks like is at the 9-yard line. Is it right at the 10?
Yeah, about the 9-yard line. So
Yeah.
they got their work cut out for him here. So Burgard got about 90 yards or so to go, to try to tie this game up.
Yeah, definitely not the start Burgard wanted, especially after you're trying to answer after a touchdown like that. But let's see exactly what happens here. Burgard takes over 1st and 10, 11:06 left inside the first half. It looks like the 9-yard line is where I think they're sitting at right now. Is that what you see?
Yeah, it looks about the 9-yard line, Tom.
So Burgard right now takes a snap, looking to throw early. And that is completed to Kevon Walker, and Walker's going to get the first down. That's a big first down right there for Burgard as they answer. And you can see.
Yeah, Tom, I like the play call there. A quick hitch, little screen pass to Kevon Walker, get it to the athletes out in open space, let them try to make a play, and now they got some breathing room here in the first down.
Eaglin, good job of getting that out quickly right there. So Eaglin right now, this is going to be a keeper by Eaglin. He looks to go right up the gut right now. He'll get about a 3-yard gain.
Bulldog handoff going straight ahead, gain of about 2, maybe even 3 yards.
Yeah, so Eaglin, no stranger to running the ball. Tom, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I'm sorry, but 300 yards on the ground this year, including 5 touchdowns. So that's definitely a big part of their offense is using his legs also.
So Eaglin right now is going to stay in the shotgun. We've got 3. We got trips to our side, 2 to the other side. Eaglin's going to throw very quickly again. This is completed, and it's going to be more. And it looks like it's going to be a first down right there. And we're trying to see who that was completed to. Tough to see at this angle. It looks like a number 8. Is that who it was? Was that Hampton?
8 or 6, Tom. I apologize. It's hard to see.
Yeah, you're right. It's either 8, and it's just tough for us to see. And it looks like Hampton's on our side right here. So it's got to be 6. Ravel Marks is who that has to be on that catch. So he went out of bounds early. So 3rd and 4. Eaglin looking to throw again. He's going to go deep on this one. He's got Hampton, and it is caught. He caught that. He got back and be able to catch that.
Yeah.
What a play.
To number 8, Lamar Hampton.
Yeah, so Hampton, they line him up in the backfield, line him up as a receiver. Did a really nice job there. The ball is obviously a little underthrown, so a really great job by Hampton coming back to the ball. That's always a tough play for the defender when it's an underthrown ball because you're not expecting that, and it's easier for the receiver to cut back to the ball. And a really nice job there for Hampton on a big 3rd down. They had the ball midfield, the first down.
Usually it's where you see a lot of flags thrown for passing interference. So Eaglin looking to throw again. He's going to go deep again. And this time he actually completes again, and that's to Marks right now. And Marks goes out of bounds right at it looks like the 30.
Pass is once again complete along the far sideline.
They're bringing the ball back, though.
Yeah, the offense wasn't going forward. So
was there a flag thrown?
No, he was out of bounds.
He must have. Oh, he
caught
must
it
have,
out of bounds, maybe.
Or yeah, that must have been what it was. So this was an incomplete pass. We apologize. Again, tough to see in the shadows. They're in the far end right now, so we apologize for that. But we've got a 2nd and 10. And that one's going to go right there to Walker. As Walker break it to the outside, he has the first down and more as he's pushed out of bounds at the 30-yard line right there. But, boy, Burgard very quickly makes up for that missed pass right there because you were worried when you saw Marks actually go out of bounds right there. Wow, was that a missed opportunity with a wide-open guy? But they come very quickly as Eaglin strikes to Walker.
Second time in this drive, they ran that same play, trying to get the ball to Walker in some space. So it looks like the Burgard offense, the coaches for Burgard, they must see something that they like in the passing game because it's about 4 or 5 passes in this drive alone. But I like them getting the ball to Walker in open space. He's a big kid, and he can move.
So right now, this is going to be, it looks like a direct snap that went to Jason Knox right there, and Knox cuts it up for, it looks like a 2-3 yard gain right there.
Number 10 is Jason Knox getting the call this time. Short game of the play, maybe 2, so second down. And
we mentioned, a couple underclassmen in the Dunkirk backfield. Looking at the roster for Burgard, I only see about 6 or 7 seniors. So another team that, things to build on, like you talked about in the pregame. And they got some talent out there, and these kids are going to come back. So both teams trying to make a statement and say, like you said, we're going to be here next year. We're not going anywhere. And one of these teams are going to end their season on a W. And that's something to take into the offseason.
So right now with that clock ticking, Burgard tried to answer, but a flag is thrown right here. And that one's going to be, it looks like a delay of game right there. So that's going to be a 5-yard penalty against Burgard. They've been driving right here, so it will look like it was 2nd down and 8. We're now going to have a 2nd down and 13 now. And we're seeing actually as we speak also Sebastian DeGolier get carted off right here. Boy, we hope he's okay. Sebastian, you've got our thoughts and prayers, buddy. We just really hope that you're okay. So get back right here, and you can see Eaglin looking to throw. And again, this one's going to go to Knox. Knox looking to break it up. Field right at it looks like he stopped right at the original line of scrimmage, so we're going to get a 3rd down and 10 right here.
Yeah, so Burgard's offense kind of doing the old school New England Patriots offense where it's a pass technically, but it's almost how they do their run game. It's the one-step drop, trying to get the ball to their athletes in open space. But a good job by the defenders of Dunkirk, holding it there, in a big 3rd and 10 here. Probably 4-down territory, Tom. So you don't have to get the full 10 yards here, but we want to try to get it some to make it a manageable 4th down.
So Eaglin right now in the shotgun. He's looking to throw again. He's going to go, and that's going to get short as he was trying to find, it looks like he was trying to find Knox again on that one. No, I apologize, trying to find Walker on that one. And that's going to be incomplete. So we've got a 4th down and 10 right here.
Yeah, that's one that the quarterback wishes he had back because he was open there. He just didn't step into it. So one of those ones he probably thought he was wanted to get rid of it real quick, but didn't take his time step into it. So one he'd like to have back for sure. Look for them to go back to that play at some point because that was open. That would have been a gain of about 20 yards there.
And remember, a lot of water out there. We don't know if that slipped out of his hands even, right? Yep. I mean, we're seeing water still all over the track. Yes. It is mist out there. If you look up into the lights, you can see the mist. Mm-hmm. So it is raining out there. That could have easily slipped out of his hands. So Eaglin right now in the shotgun still. Steps back. He's going to look to throw again. He gets that one off, and that one's going to be a little too high. As you're going to see, Walker couldn't come down with that. Dunkirk now takes over on downs. But before we go right there, we got another scoring update as it looks like the Sparks, TD pass after, and it looks like the South Park is taking a 16-6 lead over West Seneca West. So a big game over there as they've got the Chunk Funky Bowl A division right now being right down. And this is also, if you remember, one of the first weeks of the season that West Seneca had beaten South Park in that one.
Right. So a good job by the Dunkirk defense there. They did let some first downs up there, but almost like a bend, don't break type of strategy there. And a good hold there on 3rd and 4th down and taking the ball over after a great drive that they just had. So let's see if they can capitalize on the drive they previously had a couple minutes ago.
So Alstrom's going to look to hand that off, and right up the gut right there is number 40, Adrian Montalvo. Montalvo's going to gain, it looks like, about a 5-yard gain on that one.
Tom, really impressed the way the Dunkirk offensive line is getting off the ball. They're about a half a step faster than the Burgard defensive line, and it's showing in the numbers. They're getting 4, 5, 6 yards of carry because they're getting that push right from the get-go.
You start to wonder, too. You saw how long that first drive was for the second drive because they went 3 and out on the first one, right? If they could do the same thing again, can they actually take this down for the entire second quarter right here? So here we go. Handoff again. No, that's going to be a keeper. Alstrom keeps it, breaks it to the outside. He's going to get a first down, and he's taken down at the it looks like 44-yard line, taken down by number 23 right there, Darnell Robertson.
Tom, for someone who hasn't played quarterback the whole season, I'm really impressed with Alex Alstrom's ability to do some fakes. He's fooled us a couple of times, and if you fooled one or two people on the defense, it makes all the difference in the world. And you saw it there that a lot of the defenders collapsed to the middle. He was able to get to the outside and get about another 5-6 yards again for another first down.
So Dunkirk comes up to the line. Alstrom takes them up to the line. They're staying with the 3 running backs in the backfield. Here goes the handoff. The handoff goes to, it looks like that's Roberts. Roberts goes right up the gut right there. So Montalvo up the gut one time, Roberts up the gut the next time, and he takes it right to the 35-yard line of Burgard. And there's Dunkirk moving the ball.
Yeah, the big guy going right up the middle. Roberts, on the season, just under 400 yards with 6 touchdowns. So, like we mentioned, kind of a thunder and lightning type thing that they like to do. And, again, they are moving the chains, putting Burgard's back on their heels. And this is a big defensive stance here for Burgard. We don't expect, a huge outburst of scoring for either team. So every stance is huge. So let's see if the Burgard defense can get a stop here, because it's 5 minutes here in the half, and Dunkirk is driving again.
And Alstrom hands this one off. This one goes to number 7, Nealard on this one, as Nealard's going to go up the middle again for what looks about a 5-yard, 6-yard gain on that one, and Dunkirk just keeps moving the ball. To give a quick little tidbit, too, you've seen we have some special shout-outs that you can call out and shout out to your son in the middle of these games, or your daughter if it's one of the girl sports that we do. And we have one shout-out coming from Dunkirk, and it's Ben Roberts right now is getting the shout-out.
Right.
And he's actually getting shouted out by his parents and delivering out there on the field. So here we go. Alstrom's going to hand that one off. That one goes to Nealard. Nealard fights for every yard right there. Gets taken down by Hampton. But after that, Nealard gets that first down, and that is going to be, it looks like it's marked at the 22-yard line right now. 1st and 10 for Dunkirk, but we do got a hurt player on the field, so the clock has stopped right now. So we'll let you know who that is. Hopefully it's okay. We see him kind of moving around a little bit.
I believe it's number 2, Kevon Walker. Don't quote me on that, but that's what I thought I saw. But, again, it looks like a second almost serious injury that we've had tonight, so I hope he's going to be okay.
Yeah, and it looks like it is Walker. He's wearing the red in the shirt. Yeah. That's how you can usually tell that it's him. He's only one of a few players that's wearing the red shirt right there. So while they look to him, why don't we take a quick break? We'll be back in a minute, and we want to make sure that that Walker's okay right there, and we'll be back to let you know.
When you're ready to buy a home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com. You can find new listings before they appear anywhere else and refine your search for immediate notifications of similar properties. Plus, get pre-qualified to make your offer stronger and connect with a local Howard Hanna agent who knows your area and how to close the deal. So when you're ready to buy, visit howardhanna.com and find your home fast.
I love being home.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA, with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading...
Okay, folks, we're back, and we actually got to see Walker walk off the field, so we're hoping he's okay and that he'll be back in this game. So Dunkirk takes over, 1st and 10 right here. Alstrom hands it off to Roberts. Roberts goes back up the gut right now for, it looks like, about a 4-yard gain right now. But you can see Dunkirk thinks they've got something right in the middle of that defense right now, where their offensive line is either getting the push they need or they're seeing some sort of holes opening up.
Yeah, and Burgard's going to have to do some kind of adjustment. It's just too many yards on every carry up the middle. So whether it's moving a linebacker up or shifting one of the tackles over, but they got to try to change something up, because what they're doing just isn't working. They got to try something different.
So Alstrom right now, this time he's going to hand off right there. Oh, that ball comes out. That ball comes out. Who comes up with it? I think Dunkirk got it back, and that was because Roberts came in and got the ball. So Roberts with a great job as he saves the drive right there for Dunkirk.
So almost that break that we talked about that Burgard almost got there. So Dunkirk lucky to jump on it and brings up a big third down.
It looked like, like I said, when Nealard went to that one hole right there, the ball got knocked out. And like we talked about, is the rain having an effect? Right. Is the ball slippery? You can't see it really on air. But if we right now went up into the lights, you'd see the rain. And we're going to see if we can ask our cameraman at one point to do that so you can see it. But this one is Roberts right now going up the middle, and he is taken down short. It looks like he'll be about 2 yards short right here. 3 yards maybe even short, but you would expect them to go for it on third down.
But another nice job by Hampton stepping up there. So they've already converted about 3 or 4 fourth downs. So this is a big stand for Burgard. They gotta get something going. Momentum's got to change a little bit, and it looks like Dunker's going to talk it over.
Yeah. So why don't we do this as we're going to talk it over? And bear with me 1 second, folks.
The Marauders ball. Okay, I got a few more. I got another minute.
Hold on 1 sec.
I'm at all high stadium.
So we got to our cameraman. We're asking him to go up into the lights. Now you can see it, right? You can see the rain that we're talking about right there that you can't really see on the field. So, so we wanted you just to get a gist right there, so you can get a little bit of an idea of the weather that's going on that they're dealing with. So you may look at it and go, "It's not really raining out there." It is, and that ball has to be slick.
And it's not like the NFL or a big-time college program where they have 30 balls dry and ready to bring one in every play. It's not like that in high school.
Dry, heated, right?
right. You're dealing with a wet ball, and like we said, there's some passes that were kind of underthrown. Very well could have been because of the wet ball, and we just saw a fumble a couple plays over there, a couple plays ago also.
So Burgard looking to come up with a big stop right here. Dunkirk trying to answer right now with a second touchdown. Alstrom comes back up under center.
That sounds good.
And there it is, and he's going to throw, but we've got a flag right here. So it's going to be a false start right now against Dunkirk. So it looked like what was going to be a 4th and 3 now will be a 4th and 8 for Dunkirk. You wonder if that's going to change what they were thinking. It looks like this was going to be a keeper by Alstrom right there, is what that was going to be.
So one of the things that drives coaches crazy, a penalty coming out of a timeout. That'll drive them nuts. So a big 4th down here for Dunkirk here.
So Alstrom right now, this time he's going to keep it. He's going to keep it, throw it. There is the throw. Oh, and just missed right there. And it looked like on the stop was number 4, Rashawn McNeil on the stop, and it was intended for number 10, Javier De Jesus.
Yeah, so a big play there defensively for Burgard. Yeah, 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. Looks like last drive that they had, they'd like to throw it a little bit. So let's see if they can get something going. I expect them to be aggressive. They also get the ball to start the third quarter. So if you can get something going, get some points on the board, you also get the ball. We're talking about a whole new ball game if they can get something going here.
This could even be a positive to go in at 8-0, right? Because you could literally still keep this as a one-score game. So that is a big stop right there for the Burgard defense.
Yeah, the last thing you want to do, though, is give them the ball back with some time left. So either way, get a good drive going, get a couple first downs.
And this is going to be a handoff to Hampton. Hampton looking to break it to the outside. He's fighting right there for extra yards. He actually had Alstrom had him by the.
He's still going.
He's still going. Wow.
That's a strong run there, Tom.
It just shows how strong he is. And you can't be a good defensive player as he is and not be that strong. Yeah. It just shows how good of a player Hampton really is.
Yeah, you can't be, like you said, you can't be that good of a linebacker if you don't have some strength to you. You don't average 13 tackles a game if you're not a strong kid, and it shows on the offensive end also.
I'd expect to see them go to the air because at least an incomplete pass will stop that clock still. So, and they're not. They're going to keep it on the ground. And you can see right now, this is number 6 on the run, who is Ravel Marks. And it was taken down by number 3, Jashawn Kauser. Jashawn Kauser on the tackle on that one.
That was a great tackle, Tom, because he had some daylight there. So Kauser coming from the far side, out of nowhere to make that tackle for a very short gain, or actually no gain, or couple yards there.
Yeah.
But he had daylight there.
Yep.
So a great job by number 3 for Dunkirk, saving a touchdown or at least a long run.
So 1st and 10 right now. Eagle's going to keep this. He's going to go right up the middle right now. Looks like he's going to gain maybe 2 yards on that one as the Dunkirk defensive line comes up with a big stop on this one.
I think they're going to call a timeout here. I think Burgard will take a timeout here.
And they did. They actually took that timeout. So with a minute 13 left in the half right now, we got ourselves a ball game here with Dunkirk leading 8-0. Are you surprised a little bit with the time that they didn't go to the air at all yet?
Well, especially because they did so much on the last drive. So it means they found something that they like. So it's almost like they flip-flop the drives almost, where you're getting to a point where when you don't have a kicker, you got to go all the way to the end zone. Again, I didn't see a kicker, at least for Burgard. I didn't see one warming up. So I'm not positive they don't have one, but I didn't see one warming up. But you've got to get to a point with a minute 13, you got to start getting some yardage down. You got to start taking some shots. I don't. Has Walker come back in yet, Tom? Do you know?
I haven't seen him, but
Okay.
that doesn't mean he hasn't. Oh wait, no, I see number 2
You see
right
the
there
red?
in the middle,
See the
right?
red,
Look
right?
right in the middle. I could
There
see
you
number
go.
2 of that pack, so he is back.
They saw something they liked on the 4th down play and the 3rd down play where he was open across the middle. He just got underthrown the previous drive. So look for them to try to go up the middle. I think they still have one timeout, I believe, that they can use.
We're showing
So
two
two
timeouts.
timeouts.
Yep.
Yep. Okay, so yeah, look for them to use the middle of the field a little bit to try to get some yardage. You got to start chunking away at some yards here.
So Eaglin right now takes his team back out under center. Back out in the shotgun. He takes this one. He's going to throw, and he's looking to go deep. It looks like he got hit right there. Did you see that? It looked like he got
look at his
hit
arm
as he threw that ball. So that ball will be incomplete, but the time does stop with 1:08 left inside the half.
Yeah, he was looking for marks there, and it looks like he almost had to become a defender there to knock that ball down. Another quick score here. It looks like West kicked a field goal, a 23-yard field goal. They're down 16-9. Southwestern winning that game, or South Park winning that game.
2:17 left in the half. We're almost equal as far as the time goes here, as we're 1:08.
So 3rd and 7. I don't know if it's 4-down territory, Tom. With a
No,
minute left.
not here. So Eaglin looking to throw. He's going to go deep again. This time it looks like it was broken up right now by Roberts as well as number 34, Mike Hanlon. Both those guys got in there and got a hand on it to break that one up. So 4th down, 1:02 left. They're probably going to kick right here is what you would think. Is this enough time for Dunkirk to possibly still do something?
Normally you would say yes, but they don't open it up too much in a passing game. But I think a minute, depending on where the punt goes. But if you get it around midfield, I think you got to be aggressive.
And remember, every first down that a team gets, the clock does stop to move the stick.
Yes.
So you do have time to be able to get plays in there and do things. So here we go. Oh, and that's a great. Oh no! So number 6 right there. It is Marks who was going to punt. The snap becomes short. He picks it up off the ground, though, still took off running. And I'll tell you, that could have been a really bad play where we could have seen that down at the 20-yard line right there.
Yeah.
Marks actually takes it out and does something positive right there to be able to at least make sure that they're moved down the field, right? And it was some sort of positive.
But either way, Dunkirk is in business here. We talked about, if they're going to be aggressive or not. They have the ball at looks like the 35-yard line. With 54 seconds left, expect them. They want to be aggressive. They want to go up more than 8-0. So look for them to be aggressive. How many timeouts does?
Looks like both of them have
two still. So still staying in the same offense with 3 in the backfield, but they have a receiver one-on-one coverage right in front of us here.
And Alsham's looking to throw. It's going to be a short throw right over there to Nealard. And Nealard's going to be taken down. It looks like that's maybe even be a loss, right? No, they're going to leave it right at so he made it right back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down and 10. And they're going to throw this one down so they could stop the clock. So it'll be 3rd and 10 right now as you see Alstrom running over to the sideline to get his play for 36 seconds.
Yeah, that play, Tom, number 83, Julio De Leon, right in front of us, have one-on-one coverage. I wouldn't be shocked if they go back to that play and look for a deep pass right in front of us. I saw Julio yelling to his coach right after the play, so I think he wants the ball here. Big 3rd and 10 here, and even a bigger play for the Burgard defense. Trying to make it 2 stands in a row, defensive stands in a row. But again, it's one-on-one coverage here right in front of us, so look for that.
So Alstrom's going to be, this is the first time I think we've seen Alstrom in the shotgun, and he's going to take it right now. He goes deep, and that goes to the middle of the field. It is incomplete. It was knocked down by McNeil. So we've got a 4th down right now coming up for Dunkirk with 31 seconds left.
Yeah, and McNeil had a chance to make a really big play there. Kind of just went through his hands. We were talking about the wet ball. That's going to keep happening. But again, McNeil had a chance to intercept that ball and had some daylight if he was able to catch it. So a big 4th down. Looks like they're keeping their offense on the field. 31 seconds left here. 4th and 10.
So Alstrom goes in right now to the huddle, calls the play. DeSuze lined out to the outside. Roberts joins him over there. Talked about 83 right here, De Leon.
Play a game.
Oh, that's going to be right there. A flag thrown. It looks like it's a delay a game against Dunkirk. So now you've got 4th and 15 right here.
So again, some confusion on Dunkirk, and that's the 2nd delay of game penalty they got in the last 2 drives. So a little bit of confusion there. They're right back at the line of scrimmage now. So 4th and 15 now with 31 seconds left.
And are they looking to just throw this one up no matter what? Because even an interception, right, would be like a punt. Oh, look at this. Oh, and that's going to be dropped right there. Was intended for Nealard right there, but it is dropped. And you can see the pressure that was coming in, especially from what looked like number 69, Sam Palmer right there. To see him break around the outside, that you saw that they were trying to look like it was some sort of
a screen. Yeah, exactly.
That was getting developed right there. But you saw he came around that corner so quick.
Right.
There wasn't enough time to really see that screen develop.
Yeah, and usually you want to let the defender in, on a screen, but you're supposed to bump him first
right.
to let the play develop. There was no bump there. He got right in. And now, how aggressive is Burgard with 27 seconds left, almost the ball at midfield, and they still have 2 timeouts. So look for them to air it out now, too.
So Eaglin right now is in the shotgun. And that's going to be probably we're going to see a false start, and that's exactly what it is, a false start called right against Burgard, as now it's 1st and 15 for Burgard. Right at the end, right? We're getting a little flags right at the end right here.
Right.
It's been such a clean game pretty much so far. And really, you don't expect that in a rain-type game, you know what I mean? But we've really seen a pretty clean game so far.
And you know what, this time it's the penalties that will drive coaches nuts, because it's not, a holding because you were trying to make a play. Right. It's the pre-snap penalties, little, 5-yarders. That'll drive coaching staffs nuts because, it's not what you're not trying to make a play. It's just, that's more mental.
So Eaglin right now going to take the snap, and that one's going to go right now to number 2. You see that is to Walker, and Walker looks to break it to the outside, goes out right now at the 45-yard line as Burgard calls a timeout. And that was, again, you're talking about that screen that we talked about. You saw Kauser right now go in. Kauser got in very quickly. But when he got in, still enough time for Eaglin to be able to set that up and get that over to Walker.
A good job by Eaglin dumping over the defender's head. I thought Walker maybe could have cut it up the middle of the field. It looked like get a few more yards because they had the 2 timeouts. I know he was trying to get out of bounds, obviously, to try to save the timeouts. So look like a gain of 10. So they got at least 5 yards plus the penalty yardage back. So 2nd and 5, 17 seconds left. Get the ball about the 45-yard line. 1 timeout left. So, look for them to, take a shot down the field to see if they can make something happen. Maybe get a pass interference call or get set up so you can take a shot at the end zone. They're going to probably need about at least 20 more yards to be able to take a shot at the end zone.
And they still have 1 timeout left, we think, too. So they do have another timeout to try to stop the clock right here.
Plus the first down, like you mentioned.
And like you talked about. So we've got 2nd down and 5. Eaglin right now takes a snap, He's going to hand this one off to number 10 right there, Jason Knox.
Off to number 10,
And Knox gets around the outside. Looks like is down. They're going to mark this at the 48-yard line, and Burgard stops the clock right there with another timeout.
Yeah, so
their final timeout with 7 seconds left in the half.
Really good job there by the Dunkirk defense, not allowing them to go get to the out-of-bounds marker. So a crucial timeout that they had to take their last timeout. So now if they do get a first down, 7 seconds, I don't know if it's going to be enough time to get up to the line and spike the ball. This very well could be the last play of the game if it's a 7 seconds or the half.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. So the ball right about midfield, the 47-yard line. Look for a reverse or a hook and ladder type of thing. But I don't think yet without a timeout, unless you can make a 6-yard out pattern right at the out of bounds. I don't know that they have enough time to get up and snap.
Last time I saw that hook and ladder was Will North just before halftime, same amount of time against Orchard Park. Throws the hook and ladder and gets a touchdown.
And it worked?
And it worked. So I've seen it. And then Eagle's going to go quick to the outside, but that's going to be incomplete right there. So we've got 4th down with 4.5 seconds left inside the first half.
Yeah, I think you probably got the punt here, right? Sounds to let the time run out.
Do you? Or
run the ball.
Run the ball. There's a lot of things you can do. I mean, it was just 7 seconds, so 3 seconds just ran off for a quick out right there, right?
Well, at this point, I think you want the time to run out. So whatever you can do to make the clock run out.
Or do you just go for it, just throw a Hail Mary?
And you see the Dunkirk defense in a huge prevent
expecting
defense.
Exactly that. So, and it looks like he's going to keep it right there. So Eagle keeps it, goes up the gut. Right there. That's going to be halftime. On the tackle there was number 83, Julio De Leon. But, boy, we've got a great game. It's been back and forth right here. Dunkirk's going to walk into halftime with an 8-0 lead right now. But, boy, we got a great game and looking forward to a big second half.
Absolutely.
So we're going to take a quick break. We will come back probably in just a couple minutes. Tim and I will do a quick halftime show, and we'll talk a little bit about the game. But take a minute right here, and we'll hear from our sponsors. But right now, Dunkirk leads 8-0 at halftime.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
I love being home.
Avoiding care can lead to worse problems. Don't delay care. We're here for you. Western New York Immediate Care provides quick, quality care for non-emergent injuries and illnesses. Go to wnyImmediatecare.com for more information.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
I love being home.
If you've been injured in an auto accident, large or small, call 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab right away. If you are in pain or just sore, don't take chances. Call RES today and take advantage of their 24 to 48-hour appointment pledge. With no copays, RES will help navigate the confusing world of no-fault insurance with you, so you can concentrate on getting better. 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab. The most important call you can make after an auto accident.
Avoiding care can lead to worse problems. Don't delay care. We're here for you. Western New York Immediate Care provides quick, quality care for non-emergent injuries and illnesses. Go to wnyImmediatecare.com for more information.
Does he do car? Forget about it. How about home? Forget about it. Does he get good rates? Forget about it. And you're saying there's no problem too big for this guy? Forget about it. Paul, this is Johnny, the guy we've been talking about. Johnny, this is Paul Wolf.
Mr. Wolf, it's nice to meet you. Thank you for the invite.
Not a problem. It's Paul, not Mr. Wolf.
Oh, sorry, Paul.
Johnny, forget about it. For all your insurance needs, call 835-WOLF. And
everybody earlier out today, definitely a big game. Both teams right now, big battle in the trenches.
Yeah, I mean, it's back and forth. I think you would say that Dunkirk probably had a little more success offensively than Burgard, but and we kept saying that. But all things being said, it's a one-score game. Yep. It's 8-0. Burgard with a couple huge stands right at the end of the first half to keep it a one-score game. The last 2 minutes was quite a long time. We thought, this is going to be the last drive. That's going to be the last drive. But Burgard, coming up really big on two defensive stances there to keep it an 8-0 game.
Yeah, I totally agree. And remember, both teams have been stopped in the red zone too. Remember early on when Burgard was stopped in the red zone, and then they stopped Dunkirk in the red zone right there to keep it a one-score game.
Yeah.
This could come down to exactly what you said earlier, special teams. Could that two-point conversion right there be the difference?
Right, yeah. It definitely it's going to come into play. Anytime there's a low-scoring game, it's going to come into play. But also, Tom, 0 turnovers. So 0 turnovers in a whole first half that's not that doesn't happen very often. So who's going to win the turnover battle? The first turnover could come at a crucial time, especially second half. But like you said, it's anyone's game right now. Both teams, doing what they want to do offensively. They want to keep the ball on the ground. But it looked like Burgard a little bit found something they liked in the air that second last drive, and they want to get the ball, in space to their athletes. That's what it looked like they wanted to do.
Yeah, what I liked, I'll tell you this: Dunkirk's got to keep running the ball. They found something. The only reason it stopped right there is because they were trying to do something at the air that they had to finish out. But I think right now Dunkirk's got to stay at the ground. Burgard, go to the air and do some of the things they said. Mix it in with the ground play. That's a combo there for Burgard to be able to go for their win.
Yeah, I completely agree. And, Dunkirk, they found something they like going up the middle. They have the thunder and lightning type of offense with their two running backs. Even the third running back, all three are contributing. A quarterback that doesn't have a ton of game reps, doing a really nice job with some fakes. The touchdown pass, to Jesus. So a nice job by both teams, and this is one of those games, Tom, where it can come down to who has the ball last. It really could.
It could. It really is. And Roberts with the big 2-point catch for the conversion too, right? So no doubt this is a great game. No doubt we're in big for a second half. I'm Tom Prince, Tim Chifa right here. Get ready for a big second half, folks. We got about 3 minutes left for this one. 8-0 Dunkirk with the lead.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
I love being home.
If you've been injured in an auto accident, large or small, call 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab right away. If you are in pain or just sore, don't take chances. Call RES today and take advantage of their 24 to 48-hour appointment pledge. With no copays, RES will help navigate the confusing world of no-fault insurance with you, so you can concentrate on getting better. 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab. The most important call you can make after an auto accident.
Avoiding care can lead to worse problems. Don't delay care. We're here for you. Western New York Immediate Care provides quick, quality care for non-emergent injuries and illnesses. Go to WNYImmediatecare.com for more information.
Does he do car? Forget about it. How about home? Forget about it. Does he get good rates? Forget about it. And you're saying there's no problem too big for this guy? Forget about it. Paul, this is Johnny, the guy we've been talking about. Johnny, this is Paul Wolf.
Mr. Wolf, it's nice to meet you. Thank you for the invite.
Not a problem. It's Paul, not Mr. Wolf.
Oh, sorry, Paul.
Johnny, forget about it. For all your insurance needs, call 835-WOLF and...
Why do you exercise? To look better? To feel better? To drop a few pounds? To train for an event? To defy age? Or to keep your ability to say yes to the things you love to do? Whatever motivates you, G&G Fitness Equipment is here to get you there. Treadmills, ellipticals, rowers, bikes, home gyms, and accessories. We'll pair you with the right equipment, teach you how to use it, and be there every step of your fitness journey. G&G Fitness. Your goal is our goal.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
I love being home.
Avoiding care can lead to worse problems. Don't delay care. We're here for you. Western New York Immediate Care provides quick, quality care for non-emergent injuries and illnesses. Go to WNYImmediatecare.com for more information.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
I love being home.
Avoiding Delaying care can lead to worse problems. Don't delay care. We're here for you. Western New York Immediate Care provides quick, quality care for non-emergent injuries and illnesses. Go to wnyImmediatecare.com for more information.
Okay, folks, we are back for a big second half. We've got an 8-0 game. I'll tell you, we talked about a little bit during the halftime show about that two-point conversion.
Yeah.
Look at the game at Albion and Olean.
Yeah, 8-7, right?
8-7 was the
yeah.
final right there. I mean, that just shows how important sometimes in that low-scoring game that could really come into play.
Absolutely. I mean, not so much in the high-powered offensive games where it's 41-20, 28, whatever those are.
Even then. Because it could come down, you know what I mean,
right.
something.
But, look at, the Grand Island game, that the playoff loss to Grand Island, that was a 7-7, I think, going into overtime. So it definitely could come into play, especially on a low-scoring game. But Dunkirk does 8-0, and Burgard will start with the ball.
So, and then kicking off right now for Dunkirk is Javier De Jesus. So he's looking to kick this one off. And we are started right now for the second half. A line drive boot right there. Burgard picks it up, takes off, goes to the 35-yard line, taken down. It looks like about the 36-yard line right there. And Burgard ready to start this one off. And we'll see exactly what adjustments are made by both teams there at halftime, right? You talk about what will be kind of the new wrinkle you see for the second half.
Right, exactly. Who's going to make that small tweak, right? Because it's only 8-0. You don't want to reinvent the wheel, right? But who's going to make that small tweak that's going to get that first turnover or get that first big play? Because we haven't had any huge plays yet either. So, who's going to get that real big first play? Who's going to make that defensive turnover to break this game open or tie it up?
So Eaglin's going to be in the shotgun. He gets set. Here we go. It's going to be a handoff right now to Hampton. He goes right up the middle, and he goes for about 8 yards, taken down by Roberts. And, boy, nice start right there for the first play for Burgard.
That was one of the things I was a little surprised at, Tom, is that they didn't run Hampton as much as I expected them to. They try to get him ball in open space or as a receiver. But just traditional running, very few runs for Hampton in the first half. Look for that in the second half to go back to their bread and butter. And go back to Hampton quite a bit.
So Eaglin right now gets set. He takes the snap. He's going to hand this one off to Hampton again. Looks to break it to the outside. Gets taken down. Looks like right at the line of scrimmage, but there is a flag thrown on this one, so we're going to have to wait and see. That seems to be right in the spot of where holding is.
Yeah, usually it's a holding, and it is a hold. So that'll push the Burgard offense back 10 yards from the spot.
Yeah, and that's the big thing that a lot of people don't realize in high school football, at least in New York, right? It is not from the line of scrimmage. It's where they threw that flag.
Yes.
So where the flag gets placed, it's 10 yards from there. They're actually saying it was right on the line of scrimmage, and that makes sense because that's exactly where the play happened, right? But you can see that's why sometimes you see holding plays that could go 18, 19 yards sometimes.
Exactly. Yep.
So now we're going to see Eaglin back under center. We got second down. It looks like 14. He's going to keep it, looking to go to the air, and that's going to go just out of the outstretched hands there of number 10, Jason Knox.
Pass intended for number 10, Jason Knox.
Yeah, so nice rollout play by the quarterback. He did have two options. The short pass, probably was the easier one. Try to, push the ball downfield. I understand on 2nd and 14. Got to try to get some of those chunks, especially from the penalty back. So just over the outstretched hands of number 10 there, Jason Knox, the senior receiver.
Tim, you talked a little bit about you were surprised that Hampton didn't run as much in the first half. Do you think they may have been trying to go to the air for a little bit to open the ground play up eventually, kind of the reverse thought of a run game?
Yeah, I mean, it very well could be, and it was very obvious they saw something they liked in the short passes, like screen types, the one steps like this one right here.
Yep, and Eaglin's going to go short right there and is taken down literally after a yard gain, and it looks like that was on the tackle was number 23, Alstrom on that one, and it looked like joining him was also Jimmy Bautista. Were two guys in on the stop on that one. That's going to be, it looks like they're going to give him a 2-yard gain right now. So this is going to be a 4th down and 8. You would expect them to punt it right here, and it looks like that's exactly what they're going to do.
And the problem with that play time is, they keep going back to the well and they keep doing it. It's a very slow developing play. So if the defense is going to start to read it, he's going to have 2 defenders on him as soon as he catches the ball every
There's
time.
a flag right there, so it looks like we're going to get a delay of game right here. Yep. So an illegal substitution, exactly what happened on that one. So they're going to go 5 more yards back.
And Tom, that's about the 5th or 6th penalty between the 2 teams before the ball snapped.
Yeah.
Those are little things that they got to nip. If they want to win this game, so those should be good field position for Dunkirk.
And that punt's going to go short. Does go high, short, bounces right at the 46-yard line and back. And you can see there number 3 right there, Najee Starks, actually goes and grabs it so it doesn't go back any further.
Yeah, so Dunkirk will take over almost exactly where they had their last drive. However, the difference was there was only 30 seconds left. So starting their offense on the 40-yard line, with all the time in the world in the 3rd quarter, look for them to pound it all the way down.
So now you see Dunkirk come up. We expect to see the 3 running backs right in the backfield right here. Ostrom, who's going to go under center. He gets set for the first drive of the second half for Dunkirk. That's going to be a handoff right there to Nealard. Nealard's going to go right up the middle. It looks like for about 2 yards on this one.
Nealard going straight up the middle for a short gain.
And a good job there by the Burgard defensive line. We mentioned in the first half that you had to have some kind of adjustment up the middle because they were getting Dunkirk was getting chunks of yards at a time going up the middle. So let's see if they made an adjustment at halftime, maybe shifted some players over.
But you know what, too, when they did, though, it was with Roberts and Montalvo were the 2 that were getting those big yardage. And they're the ones closer to the line.
Yeah,
you
almost
wonder
like
if
a fullback give
almost. You know what I mean?
Yep.
You almost wonder if that was really having more an effect because Nealard more were better runs when he broke to the outside.
Correct.
So and now we're going to another flag beforehand right here. And that's going to be a delay of game that's going to go right there against the Dunkirk team. So now you're going to see a 2nd down and 13.
And that's I think the 3rd or 4th. Tom, I think that just comes with a quarterback that doesn't have a ton of experience. They don't put in high school football, at least in this area, they don't put the clock on.
Some do. It depends what field you're at. Yeah.
Not many, though.
Yeah,
so
I agree.
So the quarterbacks have to have that clock in their head, and that just comes with experience, And I think we have a quarterback that's, only playing maybe his 1st or 2nd game at quarterback at least this year, according to our stats. So that clock might not be, up to par.
So Ostrom looking to keep it. He's looking to break it now up the middle. He's taken down, it looks like maybe a yard gain, and he's taken down by number 23, Darnell Robertson on that one. And what a great job as you see Robertson break around the outside and do a great job of stopping Alston from really getting any gain.
Yeah, and we talked about some future bright spots there. Darnell Robinson, the sophomore, coming off the end, looked extremely fast there to catch up to the quarterback. The quarterback's a really good athlete, so that's a sophomore catching up to a senior there. Really nice job there defensively, bring up a big 3rd down. Looks like another timeout.
Yeah, it looks like a timeout that's called right there with 8:41 left inside the 3rd quarter. Now you're getting into that territory. Do you see Dunkirk go to the air right here, or do they try to get one of those big chunks? Are they close enough to that 4th down territory, where you're going to go for it on 4th down?
Well, I think if you see them run the ball here, it's almost a guaranteed going for it on 4th down because you're trying to get 13 or 12 yards in 2 plays.
So Roberts breaks to the outside. Alstrom with a quick throw right here. And Jesus gets it. Real quick throw right there. Does a great job of reeling that one in, as that's going to be a gain of about 6 on that one. I apologize, about 8 on that one. So it looks like it'll be 4th down and 4 right here.
Yeah, and it's just a quick slant. That was actually what they got on the touchdown, was the same play as the touchdown to the other side. It's just they line up De Jesus almost as a tight end, runs a quick slant, gets behind the linebackers, and it's a one-step drop in the pass, bringing up a very manageable 4th down here.
So we'll see right now. So Alstrom back under center right here. Montalvo goes to out. He's going to hit, and this is going to be, it looks like it's going to be a false start on this one, and that's exactly what it is. So we're going to see about a 4th down and 9 right now for Dunkirk.
And that's a huge penalty. You know, that's the 5th or 6th penalty right before snap. From 4th and 4 to 4th and 9. That's a huge difference.
And they're going to punt this right now, so that is a big difference because they were going for that, and now you're talking about that they're going to have to punt right here. And De Jesus is going to be the one punting this one. And that's a nice boot. Look at that one as that gets down right to the 10-yard line. But that is fumbled right there. And Dunkirk's going to pick this one up. Unfortunately, Marks, it went right through his hands right there, goes down. Dunkirk gets down quick. I say it game after game, always. Special teams comes into play in every high school game, and here it is again coming into play right here.
Yeah, and we talked about the first big turnover, first big play. He called a fair catch, tried to catch it right at the 10-yard line. And again, possibly the wet ball, went right through his hands. I'm sure the coach would probably like to see him just get out of the way and take their chances there at that point, especially with a wet ball. But Dunkirk in business, 1st and 10 here, 1st and goal.
And this is going to go to Neeler. Neeler's going to go right up the middle. Doesn't get anywhere, though. Gets stopped right when he hits that line. And he's first met right there by number 44. Doug Washington is the first one in. As you can see, he was just had him right at the waist. It wasn't going to let him go any farther.
Yeah, good job by the defensive line of Burgard, getting some push back there on Dunkirk. Outside of the first, the second drive, you got to give credit to Burgard. They've really stepped up and made it really difficult for Dunkirk to move the ball effectively. They are getting some yards, but haven't really broken at all other than that second drive, and have stopped them twice already. In the red zone type of area. So big second down here. Big momentum, change here if Burgard can get a stop.
So, and that's another flag beforehand right there. And that's going to be, I didn't see what the signal was.
It's another delay of game, I
Another
believe.
delay of game is what it is, it looks like. So here we go. Another 5-yard here right now. So you were already sitting at 2nd and goal, so now it's 2nd and 15, of course still and goal, right? But 15 yards to be able to score.
Yeah, so at this point, that's the 5th or 6th one. If I'm the Dunkirk coach, I am very politely saying, Mr. Referee, can you please scream when there's 10 seconds left? And then the quarterback has to listen for that and either call a timeout or get the snap off right away.
So this one's going to be a keeper. Ahlstrom looking to throw this one. He throws it and just misses his receiver right there, just a little bit short. It looks like that was intended for De Jesus again.
Tom, I think there's a flag and a hurt player. Looks like maybe a late hit and a personal foul coming on Burgard.
Oh, wow. And that's exactly what it is right there. Is that Ahlstrom then who's down?
Yeah, because it looks like De Jesus is going to warm up at quarterback. It looks
and it looks like his helmet came off too. It looks like he's okay. Ahlstrom is up. Boy, I'm going to tell you, this kid's a gamer. I'm going to tell you. I've actually had the chance to coach this kid, and he is an absolute gamer. Yes, I'm going to tell you. Well, we got a quick story while this is flags on the field. So I'm helping him do video over the winter, right? Some video stuff, and I'm literally going right through the net video and his batting, his stance, everything, right, and seeing it come off the bat. He hits the ball right at me. And literally the only thing I could use to defend myself was his phone. And the phone cracks, shatters everywhere, bent, and literally it was bent in waves I've never seen that a phone could do, right? And I felt horrible, but it was the only thing that I could do to protect myself.
Hope he had insurance. So he does have to come out for at least one play, Tom, because it was a stop. So they are moving Javier De Jesus.
Who's been the quarterback already, right? Yeah. So this isn't anything new to him. Like, he knows exactly where he's going to do.
And correct me if I'm wrong, it should be an automatic first down, right?
No, it is not an automatic first down. You just get the yardage. And remember, it wouldn't have been 15 yards. It's only half the distance to the goal.
So it's not an automatic first down.
So it is not an automatic first down. There are only 4 automatic first downs in football. roughing the passer
Right.
is
So-
one of them.
but
So
I think they
because
must
he
have-
may have rolled out, maybe it was not in,
or
in,
just
in
a
the
late,
pocket.
late hit
Yes,
maybe,
yeah.
as opposed to roughing the passer.
But
Because
roughing
he
the
was
passer,
throwing too, so they probably could have called that.
Yeah,
there.
it was interesting. But that is one of them. But roughing the kicker, roughing
Right.
the snapper, and De Jesus is going to go right up the middle right there, and it looks like just going to be short of the touchdown. They're going to mark him down at the 1 yard line right there. But a great job as you saw that push of the offensive line, and De Jesus follow him right through.
Yeah, I'd be surprised here on 4th. So they did give him a first down time. So they're saying second down on the sideline there.
So then it was the roughing the passer.
Right,
so it had to
exactly.
be, right?
Okay,
That was
good.
one of them. It's roughing the passer, roughing the kicker, roughing the snapper, roughing the punter.
Right.
Those are your 4 ones that are automatic first downs. So De Jesus trying to go up the middle again. They're trying to push him, and we're waiting for the signal, and there it is right there. Touchdown, Dunkirk. And De Jesus is going to get this one for his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And how about De Jesus stepping in for the injured quarterback? 2 big runs up the middle, and then capping off with a huge touchdown to go up 14-0.
And Alstrom's going to go back in at quarterback right here. So you can see right now 14-0 lead for Dunkirk. Again, a big second 2-point conversion right here.
The last 2-point conversion, he rolled out to the right and was able to dump it over the defender's head on a pass.
Right over to Roberts. So this is going to be a keeper. This time he's coming to the opposite side, to our side, and just going to be short. I think that was Roberts again. Yep, that was intended for Roberts again right there. So that will be incomplete, no good. And now we've got a 14-0 game with 5:33 left inside the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, so we talked about, during the halftime show, Tom, turnovers. And when you start the ball, when your defense is starting on your own 10-yard line, you have no chance there. And you can't muff punts. You got to get out of the way if you're not comfortable catching it. So a huge first turnover there for Dunkirk to take a 2-touchdown lead.
Yeah, this is absolutely big, no doubt about it.
And you mentioned the rain earlier, Tom. You had the cameraman looking at the lights. It looks like it's even coming down even harder this half. So there's definitely some elements out there. We saw some underthrown balls, some drop passes, definitely coming into play on the wet ball.
And I'll tell you too, when we first came in, it was like a sleet and a snow that was mixed in. That almost has got it looks like they're a little slow in it. So De Jesus right now kicks this one off. Burgard picks it up right there, taking it out, breaking it out to the outside. He's got room and more down to the 50-yard line, and a great return right there. And we're trying to pick up the number. It's so hard to pick it up on the far side. Number 9. It was number 9 right there. Yeah. Rashad Abdulatif is who was absolutely on that return. Great return by him. It looks like they got him marked out at the 41-yard line, so he must have stepped out a little bit earlier. So, but a great return right there, and a return that Burgard needed.
Yeah, and making up for a mistake from earlier, Tom. You remember the one kickoff went through his legs, and they had to start the ball at the 9-yard line. So definitely made up for it there, and some good field position here for Burgard.
So here we go. This is going to be another. Wow! So what happens on this one? They were looking to hand it off, and as they hand it off, the Dunkirk defender gets in and knocks it all around. That was it looks like 59 on that one. Nate Garcia was the one who actually comes in and breaks that one up and really caused havoc back there. Is what he did, is he was trying to hand off, and Garcia does a great job of breaking that up, and now you've got a 2-yard loss right here. So here we go, another short pass play right there that actually goes to Walker. Walker's going to get back, it looks like, to the original line of scrimmage on this one, even maybe a half-yard short.
Yeah, a nice job there by Teddy Roberts, number 88. He's not going to get credit for the tackle there, but he's the one that slowed him down, stopped the play basically, and his teammates were able to come in and make the tackle. So really nice job there by number 88 again, who's having a great game.
Ball spotted at the Burgard 41-yard line.
So 3rd and 11, big third down conversion. Burgard does not want to go ahead and punt again right now, right, and give Dunkirk an opportunity to be able to control the clock or put more points up on the board.
Yeah, absolutely. So big third down. I think you got to get at least 5 or 6 to think about going it on 4th. And they got to get going. It's going to be another delay.
So Eaglin right now is going to take the snap. He's going to roll out to the outside and taken down as he throws. Ahlstrom's going to intercept that. He's looking to take it back right now. And he goes. He's got 20. He's got 10. He's in the touchdown. Dunkirk scores again. Interception by Ahlstrom, but give that defensive line credit. That was part of that interception. As you saw, they hit Eaglin as he threw the ball right there. And then the rest was all done by Ahlstrom the rest of the way.
Yeah, to be honest, they came in so fast. I thought they were setting up a screen, Tom, because they came in so fast. But, you know, I think there was some miscommunication. They had to rush it a little bit by not getting the playoff on time. And England just trying to make a play, kind of threw it up, you know, just hoping someone could make a play for them.
So, Tim, we're going to see if we got if it works. So, unfortunately, I apologize. It didn't go for us. It's we do apologize. Sometimes the instant replay is a little spotty for us. It's not something that we can control. Sometimes it's the way the connection works for us. So we do apologize. We were trying to get that to work for you. But Dunkirk now 20-0 is the score. 3:35. I'll tell you, defensive there steps up big. And we talked about the line play here a little bit. And sometimes when you've got those lines that were doing real well that you talked about in the first half was the reason for Dunkirk running the ball so effectively.
Right.
Sometimes when you're winning that line of scrimmage or you're winning in the trenches like that, it comes out even more in the second half.
Yep.
And you're now seeing this D-line here with Dunkirk. The access they're getting to Eaglin right now and how quick they're getting back to him. They're not giving him time to do anything.
Just like you mentioned, I mean, it was a great play by Ahlstrom. He's going to get credit for the touchdown. But the defensive line are the ones that technically made that play. The quarterback had nowhere to throw the ball, just threw it up in the air. And a good job by Ahlstrom to catch it and run it in.
Hey, but Ahlstrom's going to take that, I'm sure, right?
Absolutely.
So here we go. Ahlstrom's looking to keep this one. He's looking to get the 2-point, and that's hit. And he was actually hit right there for an incomplete. And again, it was by number 44, Doug Washington. We've called Washington's name multiple times right now. He's been big on the defensive side of the ball for Burgard.
Yep, so the second unsuccessful 2-point conversion, 20-0. Burgard hasn't gotten a first down in quite some time, Tom. You know, we talked about we were a little bit surprised that they haven't gone to Hampton as much as I thought. But now, down 20-0, you almost have to start throwing at this point because you're getting yourself into a hole where time is going to be your enemy now. So you got to get something going. And this drive is crucial. You can't go another 3 and out here, Tom. You got to get something going and get some momentum. Try to get some points. Make it a 2-score game before the end of the quarter would be huge.
So Abdul Latif and Marks are back right now to receive. DeSuze is going to kick off for Dunkirk. We've got 3:35 left inside the third quarter. Dunkirk leads 20-0. And there's the kick. Nice line drive. Looks like that's going to be fielded by Abdul Latif. And that even has trouble again as it slips by him. But he takes it out. Does a great job of breaking it up the sideline. And goes down at about the 37-yard line with a late flag thrown in. You wonder, that could be anything, right? With that late, is it some sort of...
It's a personal foul on Dunkirk.
Yeah, that's what you would
probably
think.
A late hit.
Yeah, late hit or a face mask, something on the tackle right there.
Yeah.
So right now, it's sitting at the 38-yard line. And we just haven't seen right now what the call is.
I believe it was a personal foul.
Here it is right there. Yep, that personal foul against Dunkirk. Exactly what you called right there, Tim. So we've got a 15-yarder right now going to get added on to the end of the run for Burgard. And now they're going to have their starting position in Dunkirk territory right now. So they're going to start at the 47-yard line of Dunkirk. 1st and 10. You said it. This is a big drive right here for
Yeah.
Dunkirk.
And Tom, we talked about during the halftime show, there has been no turnovers. Now you've seen 2 huge turnovers, and Dunkirk capitalizing with touchdowns on both of them.
And there's a run right up the middle right now. And it looks like that was to Hampton right there. And Hampton's going to take it up for 2 yards to the 45-yard line. Trying to see if we can get a score for you from the other game. It still may be 16-9. I don't think I've seen any more scoring come out of there. So here we go. Eaglin looking to take the snap, hands it off to Hampton. Hampton goes right up the middle for a big run right here for the first down. Hampton gets that first down. He's taken down by number 59, Nate Garcia on that one. But there you go. 2 big runs, Hampton, right, is what you talked about.
Right.
Surprised Hampton hasn't touched the ball more, and here he comes up, gets that first down in the second half for Burgard.
Yeah, first down in a long time. So they're in business here on about the 34-yard line here. 2 minutes, 15 seconds left. Got to punch something in here quickly.
So Burgard gets set. Eaglin looks to take it. And he's going to throw. He's looking to go deep right here, and he's got his man. Oh, wow. He had Knox right there. It goes off Knox's fingertips a little too deep right there for an incomplete pass, but I'll tell you, that was an opportunity right there for Burgard.
Yeah, that was a pretty well thrown ball. Eaglin put it where only his receiver could get it. I'm a little biased, so I like to think if it touches your hands, maybe you should caught it. That's a little stretch, but that's coming from a quarterback.
You got rain out here though too, right?
But the play was open. Look for him to go back to that again. But that was a well thrown ball.
Or do you set up Hampton again, right? You set up
I don't
Hampton
mean right
for
this
another
play.
short
I mean
play.
later.
Okay, you're looking later.
Yeah.
Okay. So Eaglin going to take it. He is good. Oh, that's a fumble right there. And it looks like, and it's recovered by Dunkirk. And it looks like it's recovered by number 50, Jimmy Bautista, is who actually gets the recovery. And now the 3rd turnover right there by Burgard.
Yeah, so Burgard in business, nice first down. And again, kind of shooting themselves in the foot. But Tom, I think we're kidding ourselves if the ball isn't coming into play. I mean, it is coming down hard.
Yeah, it really. I know it's hard to tell.
Yes.
You can, I think, see it now on the camera.
But these are exceptional running backs, not be able to hold on to the ball. So it definitely is coming into play. It is coming down really hard right now.
And this handoff right now, and then another one. Another fumble is as Ostrom couldn't get the ball off. He is going to recover it, though, so it won't be a turnover, but it will be a loss of about 5 yards on that one. So 2nd down and 15 for Dunkirk. We do have a score update. It was correct as we were in the 4th quarter over at West Seneca West, but the Sparks score in a 50-yard touchdown pass play. Now they lead 22-9 over West Seneca West.
And, one of the differences in our game, Tom, is that Dunkirk has fumbled the ball a couple of times too, but they have recovered it themselves. Where, on the other hand, when Burgard has fumbled, they have lost both of them. So a little bit of luck there too on Dunkirk's side.
And that ball goes right up the middle right there.
Another fumble.
And it's recovered by Burgard.
So just as I said that they do fumble and lose it this time.
And it looks like on the fumble recovery was number 9, Rashad Abdulatif, was the one who actually recovered it. So unbelievable. I wanted to point out, too, on that play, if you saw, did you see how many people were inside the box for Burgard on that one?
Yeah.
Unbelievable how Burgard stacked the box. They were waiting for the run and does a great job.
Almost like they read the play. They knew it was coming. So they're
here
back
we go.
in business.
Burgard gets the ball back now. 1st and 10. This is going to be a handoff to Hampton. He breaks it out to the outside. He cuts it right up and will be about an 7-yard gain right now for Hampton.
So I can guarantee you Hampton, as good as a runner he is, he wants to get back that fumble that he just had. He wants to get back in a way of 6 points. So he's running downhill on that one in a nice 6-yard run there. 45 seconds left. Should be one more play in this quarter.
So Eaglin gets set, stays in the shotgun, looks to take it. He's going to hand that one off to Washington, and Washington barrels up the middle right there. Boy, that's the first time we've seen Washington with a run. We talked about him on defense. He goes up the gut, shows how tough he is to be able to tackle.
6 foot, 220-pound junior fullback. Took about 5 guys to bring him down. First and goal for Burgard. Got to punch it in here. 21 seconds left. I'm not sure if they're going to try to run a play.
I think they're going to get this one off. And it's going to go back to Washington. He goes right up the middle right there, taken down quickly, but he's taken down there by number 88, Teddy Roberts on that one. So it looks like we're going to finish out the third quarter with Dunkirk leading 20-0, but Burgard right now inside the red zone trying to score right here. We'll take a quick break as we come back for the finish of the fourth quarter in this game.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
I love being home.
Avoiding care can lead to worse problems. Don't delay care. We're here for you. Western New York Immediate Care provides quick, quality care for non-emergent injuries and illnesses. Go to wnyImmediatecare.com for more information.
Okay, we are back right here for the fourth quarter. I'm Tom Prince. I'm joined by Tim Chifa. Tim, we've got it's been a great game so far. The difference of the second half has been the turnover game right now. But Burgard trying to capitalize on its first turnover right here. As you see Eaglin get set, he's going to hand the ball up to Hampton. There is a flag thrown, and Hampton breaks it to the outside, does score a touchdown, but the question will be, is the flag going to go against Burgard right here and take that one back?
Penalty marker was thrown.
But flown real early, which is it is. It's a false start against Burgard, so that's going to come back right now. So it was going to be a 2nd down and 8 or a 2nd down and goal with 8 yards to do it. So now it'll be 2nd down and 13 to try to score right here.
Yeah, and that's got to be frustrating for Hampton especially. A great run there, gets to the corner, gets to the outside. So again, Burgard getting themselves in a hole. So 2nd and 13. It's actually 2nd and goal from the 13. Gotta punch us in here to get back into this game.
I like what we've seen from Washington right here. Do you see Washington trying to get a bunch of these yards back? Let's see. And it looks like it's going to be a keeper right here. Eaglin throws it, and that's going to be just short. And it was intended for Washington. Unfortunately, couldn't take it in there. It looks like it was a little short. So 3rd down and 13 or 3rd down and goal right here with 11:47 left inside the game.
Yeah, so 3rd and 13, you don't have to get the touchdown here. You don't have to get all 13 yards. I know you would like to, but, you have 2 downs to do it. So if you can get 6 or 7 yards, make it a very, doable 4th down, 4th and goal. But it is crucial. They have to punch it in if they want to stay in this game.
So Eaglin stays in the shotgun. Next to him, Washington. Behind him is Hampton. They're going to block, and it looks like that was blocked right there. And it was blocked by number 83, Julio De Leon, who comes up with a big play right there to stop that pass.
Yeah, so De Leon comes in on the blitz, and Burgard all night has had trouble picking up blitzes. So the quarterback just tries to get rid of it, throws it up, but a great job by Julio De Leon to get past the offensive line, and then does almost a basketball block there to block it.
So they're going to pass. They're going into their pass set right now. Trips to the right, 2 to our side here to the left. He's going to keep it. He's going to throw. And that goes, just off the hands of Hampton right there. Oh, wow. Hampton knows he wants that one back. He really does. But he got the ball to Hampton right at the top of his helmet right there and just missed the opportunity for a touchdown right there.
Yeah, that was a well-thrown ball. The play was open. It was a good play call. Everything was great up until the execution part. Just has to look that in. That is one he definitely wants back for sure. I can guarantee you that.
Oh, you can just see it the way he held his helmet right there. And no doubt thought he was going to get it back right there, too.
But the surgery doesn't say that I qualify for a retouch. So she's like, no.
So Dunkirk takes over on downs at about their own 12-yard line.
So there you go. First run right there will be for about 2 yards right there.
Gain of about 2 on the play, so that's going to bring up 2nd down and 8.
Do you expect to see anything really but the run right here for Dunkirk?
No, absolutely not. Not up 20-0 with this kind of weather. I just think you got to almost go conservative, pound the ball as much. You hold on to the ball. That's crucial because that's how Burgard got in business last time. But they want to run some clock here too, Tom.
So here we go. And that ball's going to go right up the middle as Roberts takes it. It looks like it may be enough for a first down. Let's see what they do. And it is a first down right there by Roberts.
And that was what you talked about a little while ago, Tom. They had success with that in the first half with the up backs as opposed to the tailback and the quick little gives to the fullback type runners right up the middle. They've been getting 6-7 yards at a time, and I think it's just they're beating the defensive line to the ball, and they're kind of catching them on their heels a little bit.
So here we go, 10:33 and ticking right now on the clock. Dunkirk gets set. Ahlstrom takes it, hands it off, goes right up the gut again. That one goes off to, again, Roberts, as Roberts going to get 2 yards on that one.
Man, Hampton on the tackle again. I think if you're Burgard at this point, especially with the slippery type of ball and whether you got to start punching at the ball, you got to get a turnover here if you want to get back in this game because your time is running out. You need 3 scores, so got to try to make something happen here defensively.
So 2nd down right now, 8 to go. Ahlstrom gets set, gets the handoff, hands it off to...
And the Marauders keep hitting on the ground as the handoff going straight.
And that looks like went right there to Nealand right there on that one, as Nealand's going to get 2 more.
Handoff to number 7, and then Quantier Nealand.
So 3rd down and 5 right here. Burgard trying to come up with that big stop right now to try to get the ball back and be able to put their first points up on the board.
Yeah, so the last few 3rd downs, Tom, they have kind of faked the handoff, and they like the quarterback on a rollout where he has an option to run the ball himself or dump it off to one receiver.
So here we go. We get set. Ahlstrom looking to take the snap. He does. He hands it off, and it looks like it goes to Nealand again, who is not going to get the first down. He's taken down there and hit by number 7, Kyrie Eaglin.
Well shy of the first down marker, so that's going to bring up 4th down.
So 4th down, you think that they're obviously, as you see De Jesus in there, they're going to punt right here. So Burgard with a big stop. Now can they capitalize it, try to put points on the board for them for the first time in this game?
You know what, Tom? I mean, I realize it's 20-0, but Burgard's defense has played well. If it wasn't for a couple of turnovers that
2 short fields,
exactly,
2 very short fields there.
They have held them a few times in the red zone. They've actually done a really good job. I think the only really great drive that Dunkirk had was the 2nd drive of the game, and besides that, Burgard has held them in check, but the turnovers has been the backbreaker.
It's tough to overcome when you got field position down at the 10-yard line in the red zone. So here we go. Dunkirk right now takes the snap. De Jesus is going to punt this one off, and he's got a leg, and he boots this one. This one's going to keep rolling right here. 15 or 25-yard line is where it's going to land.
Great punt.
Boy, great punt. He's had a couple good ones already today. And again, what we talk about, special teams comes into play. That's a special teams play right there, and that goes to advantage again Dunkirk. And think about it, one of the turnovers there in this game was special teams right there. So again, right now the special teams play right now is in favor of Dunkirk, and a big reason for that 20-0 score.
Absolutely. So Burgard in a bit of a hole here, obviously down 20-0, starting on their own 25-yard line. So, I think you got to try to open it up a little bit here. Time is running out a little bit, so you got to score 3 times. So I think you got to try to take some chances here with 7:45 left.
I mean, they have opened it up, but you almost wonder if they need to run a little bit more. I know it's going to take the time off, but they've had such effective runs today.
It was surprising they opened up on 2nd down on the last drive. That's what surprised me a little bit.
So Eaglin goes back. He's going to find right there. He was looking for number 9, Abdul Latif right there. Unfortunately, is incomplete. So a 2nd down and 10 right now for Burgard.
Yeah, so they tried what's called like a slide play, where the receiver will take one step out and then come in towards the center of the field. But it looks like their spacing wasn't great there, and he got bunched up with the other receivers.
Tell you, folks, if you're watching this game, you can also see if we call a game with your son or your daughter in any of the games that we do, you can see the special shout-out. Look at Roberts. He's our special shout-out today. Everyone gets those notes, but look at what happens. They has a big game when you do it. And here goes Eaglin. It looks like he keeps it, goes right up the gut right there. Just misses a first down. Taken down there by Jashawn Kauser. And just misses the first down, but a great play right there as he keeps it and goes right up the middle.
Yeah, and brings up a man as well, 3rd and 3 here. Again, 20-0. You're probably in 4-down territory either way. So two downs to get 3 yards here to keep the drive going.
So Eaglin right now gets set. And he's going to keep it again. And this time he's going to get taken down. And Kauser's right there again for Dunkirk.
And Eaglin dropped for a loss.
Tom, that was about the 3rd or 4th time where it literally looked like Dunkirk came in untouched. Like it's almost strange, almost like they're setting up a screen, but they're not screening. And it just Dunkirk's defensive line is just beating him off the ball and getting right past the offensive line, making it impossible to get any positive yards for Burgard, and now bringing up a huge 4th down, which is probably a make-or-break type of play here.
So remember what we talked about at halftime, what team was going to come and make slight adjustments, right?
Right.
So what has been that adjustment that you saw right there has been that defensive adjustment with somehow finding something with their D tackles to be able to get in there as quick as they are. So it looks like they were trying to draw them off sides right there. Well, there's going to be a penalty flag thrown.
I don't know if it's a delay of game or someone jumped, but I think is a
and it's going to be a false start right there. It's going to go against Burgard. So that's a 5-yard penalty right there. So our producer was telling us she saw the guy go forward, so that's the reason why it was a false start right there. So here we go, 6:07 and ticking. 4th and 9. Burgard's going to go for it. This could be right now the game right here if Dunkirk stops them.
Yep.
This is a big 4th down conversion right here for Burgard. Eaglin goes back. He's looking. He goes deep right here. And it looks, this may be a passing interference play. This was intended right there for Knox. Gets knocked down, but I think we're going to see a passing interference call right here, and the drive stays alive for Burgard.
Tom, I think it's exactly what you said earlier. An underthrown ball, a lot of times you see pass interferences. It's exactly what happened. I think his arm got hit a little bit as he threw it, and so pressure again from Dunkirk, and the defender had to come back. He had to turn. When he turned around, the receiver was trying to go for the ball. That almost an automatic penalty. Exactly what you said in the first half. So the drive stays alive with the pass interference.
So big play right there for Burgard. They get a chance to stay in this, trying to put their first points up on the board. Eaglin right now is going to stay in that shotgun. He's got Hampton standing right next to him. takes a snap, quick throw. That's going to be knocked down. And again, number 83, De Leon, comes up big with another knockdown pass.
Yeah, second time he's done that in the second half, where he's basically coming in untouched, forcing the quarterback to get rid of it right away. And De Leon does another great job of timing the pass, getting his hands up, and almost, again, doing like a basketball block, knocking it down.
It just seems like that rain's coming down harder and harder as the game's going on here. And look, here comes a blitz again. And you see Eaglin on the run, and it's going to be just short outside of the outstretched hands of Walker as he's on the ground trying to reach for it right there, and unfortunately can't come up with a play.
And again, Dunkirk just bringing pressure after pressure. You talked about the adjustments. They are moving one of their linebackers almost to a DN spot every play, and they're blitzing him almost every play. Now, one of the things Burgard isn't doing, they're not changing up the cadence too much, Tom. And it's to a point now where Dunkirk is beating him to the ball because they're going on one every time, and they're jumping they're jumping before even the Burgard offense line is standing up.
Oh, and that's
that was a change right there.
You always know, right, when you bring up something like that, it's gonna be the opposite, right?
Yes.
Great job there. So Burgard makes that adjustment, right? That's
exactly.
a great adjustment that they obviously see happen right there.
But one of the best ways to slow down, a really fast defensive line, two things, obviously screen pass, and the other thing is changing up the cadence. You got to have them on their heels, not on their toes, so they're jumping ahead.
Look how hard it's coming down right now. You can see this on the screen now, but this really is coming down much harder.
Yeah, I'd much rather be in here, Tom.
It looks like it's snow almost the way it's coming down right now. So Eaglin's going to keep it. He's going to go on the run right here. Taken down there by number 46 on the tackle, and that is Brian Thurston on the tackle right there. But it will be looks like a 2-yard gain, so we're going to get fourth, and it looks like 4 right here for that first down. So another fourth down play that Burgard's going to need to come up big again.
Yep, so a few minutes ago you saw on fourth down and long, they were able to get a pass interference call. So now it's 4th and 3. Let's see what the Burgard offense can do offensively. As the time is ticking away here, Tom. Just under 5 minutes now, and looks like a timeout.
The timeout goes against Burgard right there, so they take the timeout. It's so funny. Not a lot of people like to be out in the rain, I get it. But when you're winning a football game,
Nothing
it
better.
does make
Nothing
it
better.
happier.
Nothing
And if
better.
you've been noticing, I don't know if you've noticed in there, and I caught this as they were getting ready to call the timeout. It was number 5, Jerice Gaines.
Mm-hmm.
He was actually laying on the ground doing like a snowflake on the ground. And you can just see days like this, a win can just do so much for your mental state, right? So much positivity, so many things that are positive right there. It's what you talked about. It could make a season that maybe you didn't have the best year that you wanted, and turn out and make something positive out of it. And that's exactly what Dunkirk right now is in the process of doing.
And you know what else, Tom, is the majority of these seniors, it's the last time they're going to play football. Last time ever. So you got to make some memories. You got to have some fun. Of course, their season didn't go, but have some fun. And you're playing in the rain. It's almost like
I think there's
the way when
snow
you're little.
mixed in
Yeah,
that.
right.
It really does look like there's snow mixed into that.
Yes, but like you said, have some fun. This
It
is
is.
your last
Look at over
football
here.
game.
That's snow. That is snow. It is snow that's mixed into this. And there's going to be a flag right now. It looks like this is going to be a false start that's going to go against Burgard.
False start.
But look at it's getting a film on the field. That is snow right now that is turning to.
That's why the kid's doing his snowing.
That's why look at they're picking them up. Oh, that's great.
So another false start on Burgard. I mean, a ton of those tonight, Tom. It's really shot them in the foot. So,
but it's been both sides. We've seen that too.
Yeah.
It hasn't been just one-sided there.
It's going to be a nightmare. It is. It's going to be muddy.
And now that turf is going to get slick. You can see that film of snow right now coming on the turf right there.
Is that Kenny with the white hat? Yeah. He's not.
So Eaglin gets set right now. He goes back, looks to throw deep again. setting up, and that right now, I got to tell you, you got to give credit right there to Walker.
Flag.
As you saw, Walker comes up and actually knocks that one out and becomes a defender on there.
They got to roughen the passer.
But here we go. A flag is thrown. Just like Tim just said, it's going to be roughing the passer. And again, a penalty. And a penalty that gets you the first down. Right?
Second in a row,
It was passing interference on the one before. So Burgard, again, benefits from the penalty flags. No doubt about it. Now we got to see him put it in the end zone and try to get points up on the board right here.
And Tom, just for people that don't know, this is the finals of the Chuck Funky Bowl, like you mentioned. Coach Funky was a head coach at Iroquois, and he was the head of Section 6, and his goal was to get teams to get 1 or 2 extra games. And after he passed of cancer a few years back, they named this section of the tournament after him.
Which is great. I mean, listen, you want to be able to see these kids get a moment like this, right? They're getting that moment, that extra time to shine. I love these bowl games. So Eagle's going to hand this ball up to Hampton. Hampton looking to take it to the outside. He gets some room. He's going to get the first down and more as he's taken down to the 31-yard line.
One of Hampton's better runs of the game. Great job. You mentioned how the field is, Tom. Usually that benefits the offensive team because they know where they're going, and the defenders are kind of sliding back and forth. So, and you saw Hampton take advantage of it there. So another good run for Hampton, another first down.
But the clock does keep ticking as Burgard's trying to get those first points up on the board. And it's a handoff to Hampton. Hampton looking to break to the outside to the right. He gets the first down and more. And he's going to take it down, it looks like, to about the 12-yard line right there. But Hampton, 2 big runs on this one.
Yeah, Hampton going from last play to the left, this time to the right. He's running downhill on this drive, running hard. The tackles are happening in the backfield, which is not good for Dunkirk. But 4 minutes ago, they got to try to punch it in real quick here, and then try an onside kick and see if they can get back in this game.
So Burgard looking to hand the ball off again. As you see Hampton trying to break it to the outside right now. He's going to maybe gain, second effort right there. It looks like he's going to get him just short of, and a late flag.
Did he throw it or fall out?
That I can't answer, but there is a flag on the ground, so let's see. And he's not going to pick it up, which is telling me that's a flag on the ground.
Yes. Yeah, it is a penalty.
Personal foul against Dunkirk, so that's a half the distance to the goal. Was already at it. Looks like the 4-yard line right now, so that should come down to the 2. So over at West Seneca West, congratulations to Isaiah Simmons, who on his record-setting season, tying Coach Randall's career TD record from 2005.
Don't forget, I'm going to wait for your signals, okay?
Okay, the ball is at the 2, and 2 to go.
So the 2-yard line right there. Let's see what happens. And that's going to be handed off to Hampton. He goes right up the gut and touchdown, Burgard. Hampton gets him on the board right there.
Another great job by a kid who deserved a touchdown there, Tom.
I totally agree.
And I don't think we mentioned it, Tom, that unofficially this also, this game also brings him over 1,000 yards on the season. So great job by Hampton. They are lining up for 2 here. Trying to stay in this game. Got to give it to them. They're not quitting, Tom. Playing to the end.
And that's exactly what you love and you expect, and it's exactly what we've seen from Burgard all year. Great team, very well coached. Love to see what they're doing. So he's going to look to throw Eaglin, and that is going to be complete to Washington, and that is complete for the 2-point conversion. Washington catches it in, runs it in, and we now got a 20-8 ball game with 3:29 left to finish this one out.
3.5 minutes remaining here at All High Stadium.
So 20-8, 3:29 left. This is something that you practice maybe twice a week, 3 times a week on both sides of the ball. You line up for the onside kick, and you have your hands team out there to try to recover the onside kick.
They started off the game like that, too, if you remember early on, that real short kick.
Yeah.
We've seen a lot of teams, like look at where Dunkirk's setting up. See, we see a lot of teams that have this gap, right, that goes about the 45-yard line to the 35-yard line. And a lot of teams are trying to put it in that little gap that you see out there.
Yep.
And what I've seen is teams aren't aggressive going after the ball, and the team that kicks it is recovering it in that gap area is what we're seeing. So a lot of special teams play, we're seeing that over and over again. That time, I have seen at least 5 of those recovered so far this season. It's not that traditional onside kick. It's finding a space out there on the field to try to kick to and see who's going to be more aggressive to the ball. So right now that snow keeps coming down, and it's mixed with rain. It's a snow-rain mix. If you look at the track, Tim, see the rain that you can see still on the track?
Yep.
So it's a rain-snow mix that we got going on out there. Boy, this is going to be fun to walk through later, won't it? So let's see. It looks like they're going to bunch right here. See this? You see this big bunch right now, and Burgard's going to kick it off, and it is an onside kick. And it looked like it was a bobble there, loose for a second, but absolutely you see comes up with it is number 54, Nick Stares.
The Bulldogs' onside kick attempt is recovered by the Marauders.
So will be recovered right there from Dunkirk. We shouldn't expect to see Dunkirk do nothing but run the ball right here. You know, heavy doses of Roberts, heavy doses of Montalvo and Nealard, all that you should be able to see run the ball right now, just trying to take that clock down.
Yeah, and I expect Burgard to use the rest of their timeouts too to try to get stop this clock, extend this game as long as possible, and try to get the ball back.
But you got to hold on to the ball here. Look at the box, and Nealard. Great run as he takes it up the middle and almost breaks it out to the outside. I'll tell you right now, if that tackle right there is not made by Burgard, he runs it in for a touchdown right there. And who saved that was number 10. Knox is the one who actually had that tackle right there. We're going to see a 2nd down and 9. You hope Knox is okay. That's actually who's on the ground, too, as he made that stop as he went down. And it right now doesn't look good. It looks like he's in some pain out there. So why don't we take a quick break as they tend to Knox. We're going to come back with 3:15 left in this ball game. We've got Dunkirk leading 20-8 over Burgard.
Avoiding care can lead to worse problems. Don't delay care. We're here for you. Western New York Immediate Care provides quick, quality care for non-emergent injuries and illnesses. Go to WNYimmediatecare.com for more information.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs.
Okay, folks, we're back, and I think right now on the screen you can see the snow coming down right now in this game. Knox does walk off the field on his own, so that was great news right there for Knox. Glad to see that he was okay. So with 3:15 left in this ball game, the snow is coming down. Dunkirk has the ball, 2nd down and 2. You can see Burgard, everybody's in the box right now. They're expecting nothing but the run. Look at them all there. Yeah. Everybody's in the box.
And one of the things you have to worry about if you get past that first line.
Which we almost saw, right? You almost saw that right there where Nealon almost took it in for a touchdown if it wasn't for Knox's stop. So right now the clock's ticking, 2:47 and ticking. It's going to be a handoff right now and stopped as that handoff went to Roberts. And he's going to get maybe a half yard. Looks like it's about 3rd down and maybe 1.5 yards right here.
I'm a little surprised that Burgard didn't use a timeout there, Tom, to stop the clock. But
well, are they trying to keep for the offense? Maybe. I mean, it looks like, if I'm correct, we knew that Sebastian DeGolier was hurt, and he looks like he's coming back out in the field, still struggling a little bit. but good to see him coming out trying to join his
I
teammates.
think he wants to potentially celebrate with his team if it stays like this.
And Alstrom's going to keep this one, goes right up the middle. Look at the push as they get a first down right here for Dunkirk.
Go straight up the middle and able to pick up the first down for the Marauders.
So Alstrom with the quarterback keeper runs behind that line, and that line does exactly what you ask it to do, gets the push.
Yep, and then now Burgard does use a timeout.
And the Bulldogs call.
So that'll be a timeout with 1:56 left inside this game right now. The snow's coming down. We're sitting at right now at trying to get exactly what the temperature is. It looks like 39 degrees. No, 37 degrees right now is what the temperature is out there. It's showing rain on mine, but it's obviously snowing right now. And we've really had a good game. Like I said, if you think about it, like we talked about this, if you take away the two touchdowns where Dunkirk started in the red zone, this is an 8-8 ball game is exactly what it is. And both defenses have just been tremendous today. And it really has been that defensive battle, and really exactly what we expected this game to be was to really be a battle in the trenches. Both teams really stepping up and playing a fantastic game.
Yeah, and when we were surprised to notice during halftime there was no turnovers, and it was kind of obvious that whoever was going to win that battle was going to take advantage of this game, and that was a huge part of the second half, like you mentioned. So some huge fumbles by Burgard.
So this is going to be a keeper right now by Alstrom again as he goes up the middle for it looks like a 2-yard gain right there.
Keeping it on the ground.
And it should be another timeout that's called. So Burgard takes, I think, their last timeout right there, and it is. So that's Burgard's last timeout with a 1:49 left inside this game.
So, Tom, let me ask you. I mean, this is one of the biggest weekends of football, for Western New York. What's your prediction of the best game or the closest or best game of this weekend?
Oh, I listen. There are 3 rivalry games happening this weekend that are just flat out rivalry games. Frontier Hamburg to me is going to be one of the top games that are out there. Southwestern and Fredonia. Remember what they did the first time, right? Southwestern scores no time on the clock. Needed to get the 2-point conversion, doesn't get it. Fredonia wins. They go play again. And then don't forget about the rivalry down in D. As CSP takes on Franklinville-Ellicottville, those right now, to me, are probably 3 of the top matchups that are out there in Western New York.
I mean, it's going to be
and then don't forget about the one we're going to call tomorrow. Listen, if you don't think Bennett Orchard Park's going to be a great game, you're crazy. You know what I mean? And don't forget Clarence Lancaster's going to be a great game. And Alstrom's going to keep this one, goes right up, and he's going to get tackled. I think they still going to give him a yard on that one. But
and you mentioned the Bennett Orchard Park game. That's Bennett's one loss of the season,
absolutely.
Right? I mean, so
that's going to be. Listen, Bennett needs to stop the pass. Orchard Park needs to stop the run. Exactly. Whoever does it wins the game. Period is what it is right there.
That's right.
But that Clarence Lancaster game, remember. That was a close game and stopped because of weather.
Yeah, it was
a
Friday night game that had 2 stoppages because of lightning. Then they called it at halftime.
And then play the next day.
Yes.
That's a big one right there too. Listen, don't forget about how about Maritime and West Seneca East is another big one. Lackawanna getting strong right now. They're going to go out to Medina. And Medina's closest game this year in conference was against Lackawanna.
And Will South getting another shot at Jamestown.
Listen, that one's circled by Will South, right? Ever since it happened. We can't wait to get down there. Jamestown's going, you can't wait? Come down. Because we got the best player in Western New York right now, right? So it doesn't matter. You can go any game, and it is going to be a phenomenal matchup. That really is. I'm excited to see what happens. This is a great, great week. Tune in later tonight. We're going to play the Western New York High School Football Weekly Show. That'll come out in a little bit once we get things packed up and I can get to a internet connection. We're going to put that one out there, and it'll talk about all the games of the weekend.
And it will be a fun one, no doubt about that. It's going to be a fun one.
It really is, and I'll be getting a chance to be here again tomorrow at All High Stadium, as I'll get a chance to be a part of the call for Bennett and Orchard Park. Then Saturday, I get to go over to Johnny B. Wiley as Western New York Maritime will take on West Seneca East in a great matchup over there. you're going to be over a Friday night at East
Aurora.
Aurora.
Yep.
Okay, yes, East Aurora for Iroquois and Albion in that one. And listen, Albion's been the team that nobody's talked about this year. And I'll tell you, watch out. They got threats running the ball. Yep. They really can do some great things. They have great line play. They're going to absolutely do everything they can to make that work. And I'll tell you, if you don't like Trey Kleitz and Barry, what they're doing right now over there, it is just unbelievable what Iroquois brings to the table.
Yeah, time I was at the Albion-Medina game, a huge rivalry I received. Albion's going in the score, and the quarterback got hurt with a minute left. Changed that game, but they're a good team.
Yep.
They're going to give Iroquois everything that they can take.
And here's a handoff right now by Dunkirk. It was 4th down right now. They are going to stop them. That went to Nealand right there. That will be just short with 8 seconds left. You can see the snow coming down in this one. We're in November in Western New York, folks, because the snow is really starting to come down. It is converted almost completely to snow from rain. But just listen, this has been a great night. I think it's been 2 great teams that went head-to-head with each other right here. Love what I've seen from Burgard. I do believe these are 2 programs that got very promising futures ahead of them. And we're excited to see exactly what they bring. But here comes the snow down harder and harder. You can see it on the screen. Boy, has this game changed completely when you're talking about weather in a game.
Yeah, you definitely got to be prepared for any kind of weather in this time of the year. Football is in playoffs are this is what it's all about.
Yep.
This is why you came out in August and you were sweating your butt off for 3 hours of practice. It's for moments like this weekend, for sure. A chance to go to the to Highmark.
This is insane, you guys. Look at this. Look at the snow coming down. We're in the middle of a big. It looks like a big weather right now on the radars, but this is just unbelievable. This is something like you feel like you're December watching the Bills right now.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that you better have a run game out there in the cold. And both these teams did have a run game today, and we've seen some fabulous runners out here doing their thing. But with 8 seconds left, Dunkirk is leading this one 20-8 right now. And it looks like I think Burgard's just going to take the – no, they're going to hand it – they're going to pitch it back right to Hampton. Hampton trying to find the holes right now. He gets up. Looks like they're going to take it right up the middle. Another great run by Hampton. They're going to call it right there as that's the stoppage of play. It's official. Dunkirk wins the game 20-8.
Yeah, so both teams played hard. You
Here
can't
come
tell
the
me,
Snow Angels. Look at the Snow Angels.
Right. And if you see this on the field, you can't tell me this game didn't mean anything to these players.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
They played their butts off, both teams, and they're making memories out there. They're having a good time, and there was some good football out there. Two turnovers that kind of was the reflection of the game, but both teams played extremely hard. They wanted this win, and I got to give it up to both teams.
Yep, I mean it really is. It was a great game to watch, and it sounds like the other game, the other Chunk Funky Bowl, which was South Park and West Seneca West, did exactly the same exact thing, and it was another good game that was over there. So it looks like they're going to do the wave, not the shake hands thing. And some different teams do different things based upon COVID protocols that are out there. And now we're going to see both teams line up for the Character Athlete Award. Tim, you're big on the Character Athlete Award. You're a part of this crew that does this. Why don't you tell everybody a little bit about it?
Yeah, I've been doing that for quite a long time, and what it is you're giving an award to a player from both teams, and it's not an MVP award. Some people think that it is. It's not. It's how the players conducted themselves on the field, how they treated their teammates, how they treated the team they're playing against, how they treated their refs, and all around showed good character.
But also have good play on the field,
of
right?
Course, of course.
It's not just somebody
it's not just
that
someone
goes,
on the bench
that's
cheering.
Exactly.
Of course.
It's somebody who had an impact on the game
Absolutely.
that really showed character along the way.
Absolutely.
So let's see. We're going to turn it over right now to our PA announcer. Let's see exactly who is awarded the Character Athletes of the game. So the PA announcer just said he's got a pole right in his way, and I'll tell you, I've been experiencing that pole right in the way the entire game. You see me shifting left to right.
You guys see the signal. I'll start. I'm just waiting. Yeah, I can see.
So Coach Masters right now is out here tonight. He's actually here to deliver this one out here. And it looks like there's the signal.
And ladies and gentlemen, at this time we are proud to present the Character Athlete Award recipients. First, from the Dunkirk Marauders, the Character Athlete Award goes to number 51, Dominic Morris. And now, the Character Award recipient for the Burgard Bulldogs, number 8, Lamar Hampton.
You know, right there's a great player right there who
Yes.
just got recognized. It shows he's got good character and one of the top players on the field. No doubt about it. And I'll tell you, from a defensive standpoint, Dominic Morris comes up big. You knew for Dunkirk. We knew they were having a big game on that defensive line, and he does the same thing for his Dunkirk team right there.
Yeah, so great job by these two young men. And, you know, it means something to them. You see their family in the stands here. They're all screaming for their the guy that they're cheering for. So really nice job at both these teams, and you know, give it up for both teams. Played them to the end, right into literally to the last whistle. So good job at both these teams.
So we're going to end this one out. So tomorrow you can join us back here at All High, 7 p.m. as Bennett hosts Orchard Park for the AA chance to get to the stadium. And you can also go over to see Jamestown and Will South as they'll be playing down in Jamestown. We'll have that one at 7 o'clock. And our third game will be Iroquois taking on Albion at East Aurora. Tim will be at that game. I'll be here at Bennett Orchard Park. Can't wait. Big weekend, everybody. It's right now the road to the stadium. Congratulations to Dunkirk on the win as they win 20-8.
And now...
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com. Ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. Get started today at howardhanna.com.
Avoiding care can lead to worse problems. Don't delay care. We're here for you.